Welcome to Something to Talk About.
Hi, welcome to Something to Talk About. I didn't have that audio clip loaded until I already hit go, so I had to flip over and do something else. But here I am. Welcome to Something to Talk About. Oh, there it is again. Big disaster. My name is Taco, and we're talking about Brynden frickin' Blackfish Tully today. I am extremely excited. Characters won 2 weeks in a row, 2 months in a row. So I do live streams every month, as you might know if you're here. And I do a poll about a week out where it's like either a character, a large location that's too big for my location videos, a character that's too big for my character videos, and then either every single king of a certain kingdom is another topic I cover, or my like every sigil. We're running out of every sigils. We just have Vale and Westerlands, and they haven't. No one's picked them. But this is the first time where we had characters 2 in a row. And since my my Dreamfire Arena video went really well, I wasn't complaining. And I know a lot of people love Blackfish. So without further ado, let's talk about the Blackfish. And I got some guests here. So bringing in somebody who is a self-proclaimed Blackfish fan is a random guy from the internet.
Hey, this isn't the Riverlands. What have you sold me? No.
This is the Riverlands.
Also, I noticed your Something to Taco intro is a little bit different now.
Yeah. It's my.
We re-recorded that one with your daughter, but that was.
I did. It's my season 4.
Nice.
It's my brand new one, and I didn't have it loaded into this area, so I had to go grab it. But yeah, no, I am very excited. I could flip over and show, but yeah, she's like enunciating so much better. My first The Song of Ice and Fire videos were November 10th, I think, is when I first covered Flemmet Brax like 3 years ago. So that's when I like try to I call it my next season. But I screwed up and I went way past it. So this Saturday is my new season, which is December 6th, like way after November 10th. So yeah, this is the first week that I'm doing the new intro.
It's the winter season.
Yeah, but it goes all year. It's a year season. But
yeah, very excited to talk about Brynden Blackfish because it's definitely one of my favorite characters. He was always a really interesting guy.
I'm glad. I got about 14 slides to go with him. So
nice.
Not too bad. And I will explain the method of my madness once we get more people in. And second, actually, you're first. Second, we got a guy who likes talking about stuff. We got Michael.
Hey, how we doing, everybody? Hope everyone's good out there in chat and such.
So far it seems like it. Right away. You woke up in a lot of streams about the trailer. Yeah. The first trailer dropped right before a live stream that we did last time. And I ended up staying all night and putting my video for that together. And I just don't see me doing that tonight. I don't think it's in the cards. But I mean, I watched it. It looks great.
It looks really good.
Baylor Breakspear. So that's awesome.
Now, is this the Dunk and Egg trailer? To be honest, I'm like woefully behind on anything in the fandom, in terms of premieres of on the screen, anything screen premiere HBO, I'm just behind on.
Correct. January, it even said like the release date. It's like January 16th or something.
Oh, okay. Because I was super hopeful for the Dunk and Egg. I'm really hoping that they do a good job on it. I was Game of Thrones, the TV show, wasn't for me, and House of the Dragon's been hit or miss. But I'm hoping for some good stuff from Dunk and Egg for sure.
It's when it comes to book series for A Song of Ice and Fire that I feel like you can nail. Dunk and Egg is going to be the easiest because it's less giant political, and then also
they're really self-contained.
Yeah, they're very self-contained, and also it's not like Fire and Blood where we have like bits and pieces of lore. We got one more person to bring in, and that is the guy with the nicest beard this side of Winterfell. We got Rust.
What's up, homies?
You look like a
the nicest beard this side of the Red Fork. Look at that thing. Got me.
You look
beard
like a stalwart from the 1880s.
I was gonna say he just looks like the
I don't know
hotter,
what his
younger
story
Lannister
is.
brother that we've never heard of. This is Tywin's like sexy youngest brother.
You look like the political faction of the Republican Party that was the stalwarts and not the half-breeds.
Got
In
it.
the 1880s. I thought I can make really. You look like you're more of a Conklin guy opposed to a James Garfield guy.
Yeah.
Also, I
that's
like
me.
the sweater, Rust. I'm just gonna say the
looks
whole
great.
vibe is working well. It matches
I'm-
the glasses. You
Thank
do the
you.
outfit thing quite well.
Feeling Rust. Yeah, what's up?
We're always feeling Rust. you
I know, we
We're
always
always
get
like
on Rust.
feeling him up almost with our words.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's a good-looking guy. We'd all be good-looking guys, but we never know what I know what Rando looks like, and
I know. I need to get a
never show
camera.
yourself.
I need to get
Get a camera.
Since I'm not always constantly blazed anymore. I can actually be on camera stream now. So I got to get a camera.
That has not stopped any of my guests.
Oh, I know.
No.
Yeah, you guys can see how unironically much I look like Robert Downey Jr. It's uncanny.
I won't dox them and say who they are, but I have had talk to people in the green room where I'm like, dude, did I say something? Did I get you angry? Like you went really quiet for most of it, and they're just like, dude, I was blazed out of my mind. I'm like, oh, okay, good. I thought I pissed you off. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping before I get into it. So go ahead and chat as much as you want. We will look at the stream or the chat as much as we can. Let me do something really quick before I forget. Actually, somebody be entertaining really quick. Somebody say.
Well,
something.
I was gonna say good morning to Christy. I always forget that some people are not here in the evening or in the slightly later evening. So yeah, we got the full spectrum of the 24-hour clock here
Other
in the chat.
side
So.
of the world. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Aussies are able to wake up in time.
I know.
I love it. I got a lot of Southern Hemisphere folk that I'm friends with.
Yeah, speaking of the Aussies, my grandma just had her birthday the other day, her 89th birthday.
Holy crap!
Nice.
What's that got to do with the Aussies?
They're Australian, so.
Oh, okay.
Grandma,
89?
grandma and grandpa and the cousins and everyone, they live down there in the upside down, as I call it.
Mm-hmm. Michael, I just went into my video details and clicked a couple things, and I made sure I clicked no, not for kids this time. So
Yeah, last time he had to do that. Were you guys all here last time he edited
I
it
think
live?
it was just me and you.
No,
Okay.
I
He did
think
it
I think
live.
I missed it.
And he set it to for kids, which kills the chat.
Yeah,
And
like the chat went
no
away.
one-
We were like,
Oh
What's
no!
no one
going
could
on?
chat for like half an hour. And
yeah,
the viewership
everything
was down.
died. And me and him were like silently freaking out, like we're not saying anything, but like clearly the viewers like dropped down to like 2, and it was him is one of them. Like it's like, okay, what happened? Something happened, and then finally I'm like, I said it for kids.
So really quick, Jeremy Hall has a question about tournaments. I'm assuming this is Taco's tournament.
Oh yeah. My Commanders tournament started today. Yeah. So yeah, my tournament of 16 Commanders. So Tywin versus Randall Tarley. Tywin's army of 40,000 versus Randall's army of 40,000, meeting at the in a neutral area. So that happened today.
Okay, so
They get stuff like special swords, red witches, or direwolves. No, I don't think so. I want them to have equal size armies and no cool trickery, and I would consider red witches trickery. I think they can have special swords. That I don't care. You can.
They get the sword they use in battle.
Yeah, they can have the swords they use in battle, but no direwolves, no dragons, absolutely, and no red witches. It is spoken. Yeah.
Arthur Dane's not a commander.
No, Arthur Dane is not.
I was gonna say then his sword matters the most. So
You want
never
wanna
loses
see
a
the-
poll with Dawn.
Yeah, absolutely not. Do you want to see the bracket at some point? We don't have to do it now
Sure.
because that's not what we're doing. But I
was going to say just throw it up really quick because we're already here. We're already
all
talking
right. Well,
tonight.
let's just do it uber quick. This is not at all what we're doing today. Why don't I have it? Oh, because I'm trying to upload videos and there's no videos in that file. God, what am I drunk?
Well, I'll have to check online to see who's won.
No,
you know?
no, I got it. I was trying to upload it to the video part, not the. Oh my God!
I will say, Taco, your questions are though usually the only ones I try to answer on YouTube.
My quizzes?
Yeah, with your quizzes, and I was doing pretty good for a while. Recently, I've missed a couple, but I got one right the other day, and so I was like, oh, there we go. Yeah, but a lot of times I skip past that stuff, and then whenever I see yours, I'm like, let me take a whack at this and see if my memory can serve me correctly.
I try to make them as hard as freaking possible, and
yeah, some of them are legit very hard. Where I'm like, oh fuck, there's two things there that I could easily see.
What's the name of Costine Frey's second kid?
Yeah.
I love those. Yeah, this is my generals bracket. So Tywin Randall was today, and Aegor Rivers, Kristen Cole will be tomorrow.
Tywin Randall, I think, is an interesting one because I want to say Randall is probably the superior tactician.
Well, he won.
I'm like I kind of to be a toss up in my mind as to who's the better strategist. I don't know, have to kind of be curious to think that one out.
Well, I can find it really quick, but pretty much slaughtered, I'm pretty sure is a safe way of saying it. Took it pretty good here. Let me look. 72% to 28%.
Ooh, yeah, so Tywin got murked. Absolutely.
Yeah, he got murked hard. Aegor Rivers, Kristen Cole, and then Darren the Young Wolf versus Mance Raider. Damon Blackfire versus Aegon. A lot of people were like, Aegon without a dragon ain't shit. And it's like,
yeah, that's a hard win for Aegon without the dragon, I'd say.
Yeah. And then Robb Stark Stannis, that's the one I've gotten the most flack about.
I was gonna say Robb's up against it there in round one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Robb also I would say really relies on his entourage, which was actually one of my favorite things about his interaction with
Blackfish, which we're getting into.
The Blackfish. One of the reasons why I think Robb is a good commander is he defers to
delegated
know
really
what
well.
the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah,
the Blackfish definitely knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Well, he's probably the best leader of scouts in the entire book, right? The best free rider.
I'd argue he's the top.
I don't know, Shagga.
I'd argue he's
Shagga might be up there.
Shagga's up there.
He's definitely his whole understanding of strategy and tactics is both really A tier. I think.
What is this, a Blackfish stream? Why are you talking about
right? We're getting off track here.
We're getting there. I wanted to finish this off, but yeah, my flack I got was the fact that this person said, and I'm not saying they're wrong, but that they were like, oh, you put two top 5 commanders against each other right away. And it's like, I didn't realize I did that.
Yeah.
I thought, because I don't want to get into it at all, but my opinion of Robb Stark is more of, he used trickery and he used the numbers game, and I took both of those out. They are meeting at a neutral place with the same numbers, so they can't do the sneak it up on people. They can't do any of the shit.
Yeah, they can't. And I would say that Robb Stark is probably bottom tier commander by himself. But again, he knows how to and this is part of leadership. Is if he was just ordered by himself to make the decisions, I don't think he's going to succeed hardly anything. But he's smart enough to know that because his dad trained him really well. And so he understands to reach to those in his command structure that actually know what they're doing, which that is a really important part of command. But if it's just him by himself, all right, make all the decisions, Rob, I don't know that he comes out anywhere near.
Maybe not. Yeah.
So I don't think it's an unfair balancing. I think it's a fun matchup. It's the old seasoned versus the young and spry,
Yeah. Then we got Cregan Stark versus Roose Bolton. And then Gerald Hightower versus Maekar Targaryen. And then my favorite first matchup is Argilac the Arrogant versus Robert Baratheon. I thought that was I giggled at myself when I'm make the fight. I think that was really good. I think Robert's gonna win.
Yeah,
everything. I think he's gonna take the tourney. But who knows? could really go either way. But I absolutely think he is definitely going to. Let's get into it. Before we go, feel free to, I was going to say, talk in the chat as much as you want, but also if you want to make sure we do see it, and if you have a question or a comment, please send a super chat. That way I'm going to know, or send a PayPal. I have the link in the description to where to go to send PayPal. That way all the money goes directly to me. And if you want motivation to send in either of those things, this is a good one.
I'll pay you $1 to shut up.
Costs more than $1. If you paid me $10, I would shut up. I think about $10.
Yeah, if you pay Taco $10, we'll take 10 minutes of silence, or I don't know, something like that. Just
I will use those $10 to pay one of these three to read the next slide, and I won't get any money.
It's like when Jay Leno was under a gag order for the Michael Jackson court case, so he couldn't tell any jokes about Michael Jackson. So he had the guy that played the brother in Everybody Loves Raymond. He had him read the jokes instead. It was funny.
That's so funny. I just got a random person message me on Discord and asked if there was room for one more.
Oh,
so yeah,
bring him in.
Yeah, there is. There we go. All right. Do we want to talk about Blackfish? Is that actually something?
Yeah. Let's do this because I love the Blackfish. One of the best.
The legend of the Blackfish, if you will.
The Blackfish is a legend.
See, Blackfish is a legend. Yeah, you guys didn't know that. I'll tell you right now. A lot of times my clips are a little unhinged. My clips are so unhinged today. I got some really good ones. Yeah. And anyways, hi Zach.
Oh, hi.
Hey, what's going on, Zach?
Interesting nerd Zach himself. How you doing?
Oh, good. Busy, but who isn't?
Yeah. I do have a question about why you're dressed like that.
Why the hell you dressed like a chicken?
You're not actually dressed like a chicken. I just wanted to shoehorn that in.
That's your line, but
is anyone else disappointed that we're like? I love that we're talking about Blackfish, but this is my December live stream, and I had Winterfell in the damn poll, and they chose Blackfish for December.
Oh, who wants to talk about Winterfell?
Blackfish is an option because he'll win every time.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about the cold when it's cold, man.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good point.
Bring up Winterfell
I can point out
in
my
July.
window. If I wanted to discuss Winterfell, I could just go outside and clap on the ground.
Yeah, me too. I shoveled today, actually.
It's going to be 0 degrees Fahrenheit where I am tonight.
I had to rescue my girlfriend this morning because her windshield wipers flew off her car.
I did because of that. I do have Christmas-y clips because of it being December.
Bleeding hearts of the world unite.
Yeah. And we got Zach. So
I need to rewatch that movie this year.
We already did.
One stream, Taco, you need to just play only clips that are totally have nothing to do with anything. Just like opposite of whatever.
Yeah,
just play a clip that's just out of left field every time, just to confuse people.
I feel like that's almost
pretty much the bit.
Yeah, that's pretty par for the course.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I always find them to be like totally on topic. He's got great clips.
Really?
No, we're not on topic, but your clips are on topic.
What? Well, Zach.
I know what. That's
Rando. You're making me feel good.
That's because our tangents are predictable.
Oh yeah, that's it. We did have somebody who commented on my last one. They plan on doing it again where they watched it afterwards and did a timestamp for all of our tangents, which was really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get going. And I feel like I need to play one more just to end it. And Rust, because you really like it when I do Sopranos clips, I got this one for you.
I didn't.
The best delivery ever. I did then. He's high on heroin. Anyways, let's talk about the Blackfish. In the television adaptation Game of Thrones, Brynden is portrayed by Clive Russell. I love the first name Clive. It's a great first name. Brynden Tully, also known as Brynden Blackfish, or just simply the Blackfish, is a knight from House Tully. He's the younger brother of Hoster Tully, Lord Paramount of the Trident, and uncle of Catelyn Stark, Lady Lysa Arryn, and Ser Edmure Tully. Oh, wow. The Blackfish has served as the Knight of the Gate for House Arryn since Robert's Rebellion. Brynden is tall and lean with a hoarse, smoky voice. I gotta get that down because I do have quotes for him later. So I'm thinking like a Clint Eastwood, hoarse, smoky voice. Make my day on the Blackfish. You guys like that? Is that
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Right,
You gotta call people Pilgrim.
All right, listen here, Pilgrim. Let's go. Let's go and get Jamie to come over here to the Whispering Wood, and then we'll teach him a lesson.
It's me, Blackfish, at the first Thanksgiving, pilgrims.
Thank you for getting the reference.
We're gonna force you off your land and then be thankful for it once a year.
Oh, jeez.
So fucked up. Moving on. Why did I open up that can of a Blackfish? All right. Where are we? He is clean shaven and his face is craggy and wind burnt. His features are lined and weathered. Man, he has all of George's favorite adjectives. Blackfish's auburn hair has gone to gray, and he has bushy eyebrows and laughing eyes of deep blue. Though a kind man with a patience to listen, Brynden is also blunt and stubborn, who does not care what others think. Yeah, he's just kind of the coolest dude ever. He is a seasoned warrior, a veteran of 100 battles, and precise in his movements. Catelyn Stark thinks her uncle is brilliant. He is also a strong swimmer.
Yeah, basically, there's just nothing he's not good at.
Yeah, getting married.
Except finding a wife.
Except getting made head of the house. That's the only thing he's not good at.
Not getting Hoster Tully to be mad at you.
Not pissing off his brother. Good at everything else. He said.
Yeah. As a Knight of the Gate,
the one thing he was just not good at was being the whitefish.
Yep, he's a Blackfish. As the Knight of the Bloody Gate, or Knight of the Gate, Brynden wears a gray heavy plate armor with a helm, but when commanding Outriders, he later trades this for mail and leather. Brynden also wears gray ringmail under black and steel with a black trout adoring his helm crest. He rides a gray horse as well as a chestnut courser decorated in red and blue. Brynden's cloak is in the blue and red colors of House Tully. It is fastened with a clasp of obsidian and gold in the shape of a blackfish. His only concession to ornament. Yeah. His personal sigil depicts a blackfish. Who knew? Yeah. You guys got anything else before we get going?
I just want to concur. Like, this guy has the most badass design that George loves a badass old man, and I don't know if he ever did it better. I don't know if he ever did it better than the Blackfish.
Yeah, Barristan and the Blackfish are definitely the two top tier competitors for badass old motherfucker.
Old guy.
Such a good trope too. I never tire of a badass old man.
Yeah. No, it's a great trope. It's a great trope.
Corn Halfhand is the other badass old dude.
Corn Halfhand is another bad old motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And Tywin.
Oh yeah. Well, he's more of an
ass. The evil version.
Less of a badass.
Because
he's just an ass.
He doesn't have quite the same.
He's a badass. He's also an ass.
He's like kind of just like a dick, you know.
I think Tywin could kill a man with his bare hands.
No, but he would have the mountain do it.
Yeah, exactly. Tywin could have you killed with bare hands, just not his hands,
including the bare hands.
He's moved past that, and man, he's a man.
I don't know. Maybe it's the intro scene, his introduction from the TV show that's doing that to me.
It's straight out of
the TV show does a lot for Tywin. He doesn't have the silly like blonde sideburns and nothing else.
It's the visual from Samwell's father.
Yeah, I mean, the TV show did.
They transposed that onto Tywin
with him on the screen, but his intro in the books where he comes into the Great Hall is pretty awesome too. Where his horse takes a fat shit on the floor. I thought that was pretty cool. He just rides up like bedecked in the finest fineries you can imagine. His horse just takes a shit all over the floor.
Have the gall to say in the behind the scenes that the horse shitting on the floor in that scene was an accident.
I want you guys to know that that this guy
That horse
said,
was more familiar with the books than the writers. I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That horse actually wrote the
Henry
first
Cavill in
seasons, and then they
disguise.
realized they had to have humans writing.
I would like to bring attention to this comment. Stone Snake, whatever happened there?
Your brother Billy, whatever happened there?
Sorry, but he literally set me up.
Yeah, no,
Corn
Stone
half
Snake,
hand,
I'm
whatever
forgetting
happened
his
there.
name, but the archer they have with them, his crew
You know,
is a crew
whatever
of
happened
bad
there.
old motherfuckers. Like that is like Corn Half Hand really does have a pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's got freaking what's his name? Is it in Squire Dullbridge?
Yeah, Squire
Which one? Yeah,
Dullbridge,
Squire
that's the one.
Dullbridge.
And then
Holy
who's the
shit.
guy who tortures people? He's got the torturer, Squire Dullbridge, and Stone Snake.
I don't know. Jon Snow.
No, I could have sworn
Did
there
he
was
have another person with him?
Yeah, I could have sworn it was not Stone Snake who does the torture. He says that he has a guy who can always make them squeal, and that's like his torturer guy, you know.
God damn. Yeah, no. And I've covered everyone in that group pretty much. So
Yeah,
like
the name is eluding me, but I'm
Stone
pretty
Snake
sure
video-
there's one more in the crew whose job is to
underrated.
put the question to people.
all right, let's move on. I do have to state, so the way that I did this is I do what I normally do for my live streams like this when we have a lot to cover. I pretty much just go off the wiki. But I didn't feel like that was cool because everything Brynden says is awesome. So I wanted to have dialogue, but I didn't want to do all of his dialogue. So you're going to now notice that I'm going to kind of skip ahead and then stop at like 3 conversations. And then I'm like going to cover those word for word. And then we're going to kind of skip ahead until we get to the next one. Is kind of how we did it. And I won't give anything away, but there's like a couple times when I'm just like, dude, every line here is good. How do I not just cover this conversation? And yeah, that happened a few times. So yeah, let's get into growing up Tully. Brynden is the brother of Hoster Tully, younger than him by 5 years. The brothers were close in their childhood together with Norbert Vance. Brynden squired for Lord Derry. He was eventually knighted in 260 AC. Brynden fought in the War of the Nine Penny Kings against the Band of Nine and the Stepstones. There he proved himself a great and worthy knight and gained fame and renown throughout the Seven Kingdoms. After their father died, Brynden's older brother Hoster inherited the rule of Riverrun. Hoster sought to betroth him to Bethany Redwyne, but Brynden refused, straining their relationship, while other lords like Lord Bracken and Walder Frey made offers as well. Brynden remained unwed. Let's see what happened to Bethany Redwyne. I'm like really curious.
She was married to someone else, though. I thought that
Did
Catelyn
she?
tells Hoster about that later on when he's like, the Redwyne girl. Why is she's still not married, right?
So, what are our individual theories on why the Blackfish doesn't get married?
He gay,
Oh,
dude.
No. I actually was going to make a video about this, so I'll pitch my theory right now. So I don't think he's gay.
Okay.
I think he's asexual, and so
either one,
I think that he's the ace of fish. He simply just has no interest in marriage, and he has no interest in courtship, because many a person, will oftentimes get married and then have some on the side, gay or straight. But he appears to have no one on the side ever.
No,
So
and you're completely right. I don't think he's gay because I said that, but after thinking about it, if a character's gay, we normally see it. Like, because this culture isn't
going on.
Extremely homophobic. It's definitely like, keep it on the down low. But there are people who are just in openly gay relationships.
If there's families out there, the great families, I think the Tullys are probably going to be the most accepting of a gay uncle. Maybe like, I don't know, the Starks and the Martells probably number one. But like, if there's
I think their attitude, kind of the general attitude, is like, I don't care. Like, go make an heir. Like grit your teeth, go make an heir. I don't care if you're fucking dudes.
Well, what's that
family
line
duty honor
of like, I don't like turnips, but I eat it when they're served. Like
right, yeah.
Bethany Redwyne,
like the whole oysters conversation from Spartacus.
But Bethany Redwyne, she literally was the answer to I think like yesterday or 2 days ago's quiz on my own channel, and I didn't even remember. I asked who's the wife of Mathis Rowan, and it's Bethany Redwyne. So yeah, he would have married Mathis Rowan's wife.
So really quick,
I was going
to answer what Christy said in the chat. The reason why, again, I think he's an ace, and I maybe asexual might be too little of it too. He might be aromantic as well. We never see him lay flowers on a grave, visit a grave site. There's all these clues that people do when they're into someone who's dead, or when they're having sex with someone on the DL and they're alive. And he seems to be totally bereft of any of these interactions. And
he's got no tie down to any location.
Keep in mind of the scenes that we see.
I have one minor disagreement with that, which is that he remembers the wife of Hoster. He remembers Kat's mom vividly.
Yeah, and so what?
Yeah, but that's like a family member. So I'm like, he seems to remember a ton of stuff quite vividly. And like I said, I think he's very observant. I think he's very involved in his family duty and honor, in spite of not being willing to get married to it. Dick down, you know. But
do you think he's secretly Kat's father?
No, it occurs to me too at the idea. There is a thought that he was in love with the Went girl, Kat's mom, and then like stubbornly refused because he didn't get the girl he wanted. I don't know if I agree with that. I'm leaning more towards she was part of the family. I remember her fondly. That's more important to him because like Blackfish is like obviously there's like a black sheep sort of thing going on there that George is thinking of, but he does uphold family duty honor better than 90% of characters we meet in the Riverlands.
Do you guys want me to tell you what it is?
Very committed to like people he cares about kind of person, and I don't think that he could have been in a. It's just my speculation. I don't think that he could have been in a relationship with a woman who he was unwilling to engage with romantically and sexually, and felt like that was treating someone proper. So, to me, I think that he commits himself deeply to everything except relationships and sex. He's very committed to everything but those things. And so, like, you know, that's why my
sex is duty. Wouldn't that be part of the family duty?
I'm coming around to that.
I got the answer. Guys, do you want to know it? And then we can move on.
Let's hear it.
He is the bastard son of Aegon the V, clearly. And also, because he's a Targaryen and he doesn't have any sisters, he doesn't get laid.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no Targaryen, no sisters, can't do it.
Can we move on?
He's
a Targaryen named Brynden. Like historically, that's got to be a sister.
Yeah, historically. By the way, remember the rule of thumb when it comes to A Song of Ice and Fire theories. Everyone's a Targaryen except for Targaryens.
Yeah,
they're not. Yeah, Danny's not a Targaryen.
No, not even close.
Everybody's Targaryens.
We all know that Danny is a Dane. Come on.
Yeah, Danny Dane. There's alliteration. Yeah, fighting.
I'd like to meet the flipping moron that thinks she's a Targaryen.
Yeah. Do I got something for that?
That was my Richard Ayoade.
All right.
He's a lot more posh than that.
You guys are crazy, man.
It's my random David.
That works.
Oh, and then I got this one.
Y'all are all woohoo and shit.
What the fuck?
Anyone know that movie?
I mean, that's pretty accurate, though, right? Like we all are like.
Anyone know the movie?
Nope.
No.
Brendan Fraser, Steve Buscemi, and Adam Sandler.
It's the one where they take over the radio station.
Yeah.
Airheads. Okay.
Airheads. They're out of control. All right. I don't know why I took a bite of my beef stick right before I started reading. When Catelyn Tully was 8, Hoster called Brynden the black goat of the Tully flock during an argument. Brynden pointed out that their sigil was a fish, which made him a black fish instead of a black goat. And then Brynden took his personal sigil, the Tully emblem, but with a black trout jumping instead of a silver trout. And then after this, it became known as the Blackfish. I like how he just owns it. Like in the middle of the fight, it's like, you're like the black sheep. He's like, well, I'm going to go and sew that into my new flag.
It's so weirdly annoying that they like changed this in the show.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, I can't even remember why I'm called Blackfish anymore.
The joke.
Like,
what? Not even a good joke. Yeah, no, that's lame.
Like, why even bring it up?
Well, hey, they didn't consult the horse. They didn't go to someone who read the books.
Tyrek.
It was the author. It was the writers of the show who couldn't remember why he was called Blackfish because they didn't read the book.
Are you saying that Dan and Dave are horses?
No,
No, they're not horses.
I'm saying they didn't spend enough time talking to the horses.
That makes sense. I do have a joke later on,
or
about a horse that's coming up. A really funny line I had to keep in because
there's a horse coming.
Oh, there's a horse. All over. But also in one of the slides, I kept a lot of the dialogue because I don't know if you guys remember this, but Jaime chapters are fucking hilarious, and I kept a couple of Jaime chapter jokes in. So, where was I? So, he now has the Blackfish emblem. Well, Brynden's relationship with Hoster was strained. He had a good relationship with Hoster's children, Catelyn, Lysa, and Edmure, as well as Hoster's young ward, Petyr Baelish. When Hoster was too busy and Lady Lysa was too ill, the children ran to Brynden with their problems and their stories. That's so cute. On the night when Brynden's betrothal to Brandon Stark was announced, Peter, who had been in love with Catelyn, passed out drunk at the table after Catelyn rejected a kiss from him. To prevent Hoster from seeing his young ward like this, Brynden carried Peter away. He's like the best uncle. I love Brynden.
Yeah, he's a real solid dude. Like he's always there for the fam,
Yeah.
Or the fam's
Rose
board.
before hose.
Yeah.
Or words before lords.
Lords before ladies.
I was really proud of that one.
That is a good one. Yeah, I feel like you can find more ways to use that.
Yeah,
like
it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Then would the Knight's version be Ser's before hers?
Also, his relationship with Peter. Yeah, they were close. He was fatherly towards Littlefinger. Yeah, it seems like he actually kind of was. Littlefinger kind of, maybe not enough because I do think a lot of Littlefinger's issues are he didn't have a.
I think when Littlefinger was younger, though, he might have been one of the closest things to a father figure. Because even Catelyn talks about that, like he was kind of there, more present almost than her father was, because he was often riding from place to place or handling affairs of the house or
doing lord stuff,
whatever, being a lord and all that stuff.
All right, Robert's Rebellion. You guys ever heard of this? Hoster in Tywin. Robert's Rebellion. Have you ever heard of that?
Who?
Yeah, Robert.
When he the time he rebelled against the Iron Islands.
Robert Stark? Robert Stark's rebellion?
No, this is Robert Strong's rebellion.
Robert
This is
Strong's
the other.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
This is Robert Strong's rebellion when his attached head from the head transplant is rejecting the body. He's rebelling against the body he was sewed to because that's not his head. Moving on. I will die on that hill. I don't care. I will die on that hill. All right, Hoster, Tywin Lannister.
It's Abby Normal's head.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Abby Normal's head. Lord of Hoster and Tywin considered betrothing young Hoster's daughter Lysa to Tywin's heir Jaime. As such, Lord Sunmer Craycall set Jaime his squire with a message to Riverrun. Hoster took a fortnight to write his reply, during which Jaime sat next to Lysa at every meal. But Jaime ignored the shy Lysa, however, instead pressing Brynden for stories about the War of the Nine Penny Kings, including Meleys and Monstrous and the Ebon Prince. I love it. I love that so much of like, hey, don't you want to meet this girl? It's like, yeah, whatever. So when you were fighting the War of the Nine Penny Kings, like you just like loved Brynden. I think I love that. It's great. All right, so Robert's Rebellion
began. Brother.
Robert's Rebellion began in 282. Catelyn Tully's betrothed of Brandon Stark and his father, Lord Rickard Stark, were killed by King Aerys II Targaryen. So Catelyn was instead betrothed to Brendan's younger brother, Lord Eddard Stark, who we normally call Ned. In order to bind House Tully to the rebel cause, Lord Hoster agreed to wed Lysa to Jon Arryn. The sisters were wed to Ned and Jon in a double ceremony at Riverrun. But during the wedding feast, Brynden informed his brother that he had taken the service with Lord Arryn. Considering this to be a personal rejection, Hoster disowned Brynden and refused to speak his name for years to follow. Holy crap. Brynden continued to fight in Robert's Rebellion, further increasing his fame. Following the conclusion of the war and the ascension of King Robert I Baratheon, Brynden went with Lysa to the Vale of Arryn and was named Knight of the Gate, the commander of the Bloody Gate, by Lord Arryn. She wasn't there much though, right? Like she probably stayed in King's Landing with Jon Arryn when he was Hand of the King, right? One would think.
Yeah.
So just hung out he just became the Lord of the Gate and just hung out at the Bloody Gate or the Gates of the Moon. This would be the Gates of the Moon. And just like did his thing there with.
Imagine how annoyed he must have been when she came home. You're just doing your own thing for years, and all of a sudden Lysa Tully waltzes in.
Yeah.
Oh,
and man, did she waltz in too. She came in like a wrecking ball in the first book.
All right, Miley.
Hey, you know. What?
Don't
It was a hit
till you
song.
try it.
It's a good song. You know, I liked it. You know, it's a toe tapping. Yeah. Sorry. I saw that there were comments and then I looked and there were just you guys. So I'm going back.
We're talking about
Littlefinger's
father. Unless I'm mistaken,
everybody's talking.
He befriends Catelyn's father during the wars, and he's much lower down the totem pole, but that's how he secures the stewardship for his son.
During the
wardship for his son.
I believe being lower on the totem pole means you're a higher rank.
No, it doesn't sound right.
I know it doesn't sound right, but I think I heard this the other day.
Well, that would be interesting. I don't actually know much about totem poles.
I
just know the expression, but anyhow, that would be fascinating if true.
We're done with that. We can get to the books now. Sweet. Man, I was going to say something else, but I forgot it. Oh, yeah, I was going to say this is why you guys want to catch it live, because there's the comments we bring up, there's the conversations we have, the tangents, but then there's the secret conversation that never makes it out of the chat that I don't bring up. So
okay, so apparently the order that you are in on the totem pole has no significance or no bearing on how important you are.
So lower in the totem pole is just a misnomer.
They'll just put you anywhere.
It's just a weird after.
It's white men interpreting native culture, you know.
Hey, you're lower on the totem pole. So I'm equal.
If we aren't going to do it, who else is supposed to? I mean, come on.
Yeah, if white men aren't supposed to mess everything up, who's gonna?
I'm pretty sure it's white men's job telling everybody else what their beliefs are.
We've been doing it for a long time.
I'm sorry.
This would be better if we weren't all white.
Right.
Hey,
who better to roast? Who better to roast us than us?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been keep eating a beef stick right before. I don't want to set it down. I'm hungry.
Well, no, it's fine. We'll just keep talking about how this podcast is 5 white dudes talk about random things.
Talk about an old white dude. Just 5 white dudes talk about another dude.
That's our new podcast when Taco starts his second channel. It's just 5 white dudes, and we just comment on stuff we have no business commenting on at all.
I've had another. I have.
All right, everybody, welcome to episode 1. Let's talk about immigration.
Wait.
Let's solve Central America.
All right.
My dad made like a little thing with his friend where it was the Old Dead Things Club tie, and their tagline was relics talking about relics.
Nice. Oh man, we moved on, so my joke doesn't work anymore. Damn it. Well, this does.
What exactly leads you to believe the Soviets were involved?
I got rid of all my communism was a red herring jokes. Zach, I got really mad because you guys use this as a thumbnail, and I've been like using it a lot, and I feel like you guys stole it from me.
So much it flames on the side of my face.
I wish I could say I stole it from you, but I did actually steal that from a
Just
grandma
from-
who follows me on Blue Sky, who I've never met.
my
She was really nice. Who has that exact thing as her profile picture?
No, because I played it at least a few times, and then all of a sudden I saw like a thumbnail, and then I was like, "Who else in this community uses that? Nobody."
It is the best joke in the entire movie.
Well, it's all improv. Like half that movie is. You can tell that the script didn't have a lot of jokes, so that's why so much of the humor is the blocking. Like I feel like the director added so much physical because the script is only kind of funny. I do think him running up the steps with her and then she trips, so he just drops her and she just like face plants is the other amazing. Like, and then we go there, skunk, and just like she just face plants. All right, anyways, enough about clues.
Michael says that in the chat that Blackfish might secretly be Littlefinger's father.
Yeah, I played
and
that.
then Littlefinger is secretly Sweet Robin's father. Is that okay?
I think Sweet Robin is secretly Blackfish's father.
Well, there you go. My expansion is if he's secretly Littlefinger's dad, then Littlefinger is secretly Sweet Robin's dad. Suddenly it explains why he's off in the Vale so that he can take care of his son and his grandson. It makes sense.
Yeah, I got a clip for that.
Whatever's wrong with you is no little thing.
That's what I gotta say about that theory.
What if every Brynden is the same time traveling Brynden?
Yeah, the Omni Brynden. How have you guys? All right, that sounds so much like an interesting nerd club theory. The Omni Brynden.
One of them already.
What if there's only one
confirmed. One of them's already confirmed time traveler.
Yeah,
confirmed. I mean, like with a million quotes around it, but basically.
Have you guys
There's
ever
that line where he says to Bran that your uncle may have been named after me, and also I warg into everyone who is named after me and control them all the time.
The time Blood Raven said, he might have been named after me. Also, I'm in control of everything in this world. Give me a cigarette.
I mean, Bloodraven is the Blackfish's dad, though, right? That's why, like, the black and the white, like, it's like a yin yang kind of thing. That's what we got
the Blackfish and the White Raven.
Yeah. See, I mean, isn't that true?
Like
isn't that how it is?
Like a Silver Age detective comic. The Blackfish and the White Raven. Ta-ta. Yeah, no, I'd watch it. White Dragon.
Blackfish, Blue Eyes, White Dragon, the new spin-off.
Dragging these nuts.
All right, should we get back to the Blackfish? All right, I'm gonna play this.
I do what if we're on the tangent. There is a Brynden Blackwood also. Then there's the Blackfish, and then there's Brynden Rivers, who is the child of a Blackwood. So it seems to be a common Blackwood name. We don't really know of it outside the river.
Oh yeah, Brynden Rivers. Yeah, it might be.
So maybe I don't know. Yeah, there's a minor Brynden Blackwood who is also
who is he?
in the story.
Brynden Blackwood.
He is the heir of Titus Blackwood. So he is the
I did know
heir of the current Blackwood.
He's not quite that minor then. He's kind of significant.
I mean, it depends.
he gets a mention once. Titus is definitely more important.
Yeah, Brynden Blackwood is the eldest son of Titus Blackwood. Yeah, the Blackwood that we know the most is Lucas and Hoster.
Yeah. So I'm Lucas. Yeah,
Hoster.
That's interesting.
Hoster.
Which one is
there's a lot of name overlap between the
I think they're common Riverlands names because he seems to kind of. I mean, obviously you can kind of have a name from anywhere.
Lucas died at the Red Wedding, right?
Well, I'm just saying there's not a lot of Waldos.
And then who's the one who's alive and travels, like hangs out with Jamie?
That's Hoster, right?
No, he's dead. No.
Oh
yeah. After Jamie, Hoster is sent with Jamie. Yes, that's
Hoster, the bookish boy. He's tall and
bookish boy. All right. Okay. Can we get back to Blackfish?
Yes.
All right, cool. I'm gonna play this clip and then we're moving on.
That's the Blackfish.
I didn't hear any of that.
You just said that's the Blackfish. It's just a guy in his underwear. I think that's Key and Peele, but I typed Blackfish into just the place I get clips, and that's
the Blackfish.
It made me laugh so hard, so I had to keep it.
It cuts the audio off.
Well, really?
No,
Yeah.
I can hear it just fine. So yeah, I think it's just
Oh,
Sid.
I get black F, and then it just cuts.
Yeah,
it's the Blackfish.
You're getting a weird cut for some reason.
Yeah. Joining Robert.
That's what my dealer always tries to tell me.
Fish. What is it mentioned in the books about the fish they hang all over River Run? Maybe. Do they just hang fish around? Maybe.
After they catch them, yeah, they hang them up to dry, right? Dried fish,
Maybe.
I'm wet and I don't even know it.
Is that just your impression of a fish?
That's Bobby Hill's impression of a fish.
Oh, I'm wet and I don't even know it. I'm now just gonna look at the layout for River Run and see if it says anything about just fish hanging around.
I mean, they're hanging around in the river, right? They're
well, yeah. And Blackfish swims, which
I mean, are we talking about like Hamer Dog's Head style fish hanging around?
It looks like skin boats. That sounds dirty. All right.
That'd be like a
skin boat.
Good old skin boat. All right. Well, we didn't have a lot of slides to get through, but since we're taking so long, we now do. We got 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. We have 11 left, and we're almost an hour in. So I think we got to double our efforts here. Let's play that.
I'd say we're actually making good progress.
I'll only make one bit per slide.
Thank you. No, we got to double our efforts. I'm trying to find. There it is.
We shall double our efforts.
Yeah. That is the fastest.
Stay on target.
We shall double our efforts. Like what? He says it with one syllable. Like
we shall double efforts. Double efforts.
Or is he just afraid of the director? Like get it right. No,
he was just nervous. He knew he was in one of the original Star Warses.
Yeah. Well, at that point, it was a big deal. That's the third one. So, yeah. All right. Joining Rob's forces, Brynden serves as the Knight of the Gate with his niece, Catelyn, or when his niece, Catelyn Stark, arrives at the Bloody Gate with her captive, Tyrion Lannister. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, let's start a war. After the news arrives of a Lannister attacks upon the Riverlands, Brynden quarrels with Lady Lysa Tully over her decision to not send aid to River Run. Recognizing his House Tully roots, Brynden resigns his position as Knight of the Gate and accompanies Catelyn to White Harbor and then to Moat Cailin. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know why I keep doing that, but it sounds epic. Once Brynden meets Catelyn's son, Robb Stark, they just love each other. They become best freaking friends. At Moat Cailin, he quickly becomes part of Robb's war council and commands 100 scouts. Brynden's outriders kill a dozen Lannister scouts under the command of Ser Edmure Tully, and Brynden's bowmen shoot ravens, which depart the twins. Brynden learns from why did they shoot ravens that are departing the twins?
Stop them
because they were concerned they were sending word of his movements to Tywin.
They don't want Walder Frey to be.
They already knew Walder Frey's gonna fray us. And it's like
they were concerned that he might get there.
Oh yeah, this is before.
Like the Ravens could carry the number of men or anything like that.
Yeah, you're right. This is before they.
It helps you conceal the composition of your armed forces, which is important for battle deception. Like I said, he's just a bad motherfucker. He's such a good strategist.
I want to make a D&D scout or a D&D ranger and just call him the Blackfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Catelyn even is telling Theon, like, we need to shoot down the ravens. And he's like, oh, yeah, Blackfish already did that. We're fine.
Yeah, he just knows the ways of war and part of warfare, especially when you're leading a smaller army, but you don't want your enemy to know that necessarily.
That's exactly what happens. Yeah.
Surprise,
Asymmetric warfare.
All right, moving on. Brynden learns from a captured outrider that his nephew, Ser Edmure Tully, was defeated by Sir Jaime Lannister in the battle underneath the walls of Winterfell, River Run. There you go. After Catelyn negotiates with an alliance with Lord of Walder Frey, Robb leads most of the northern horsemen west across the Green Fork, while Lord Roose Bolton commands the remaining soldiers east of the river. Brynden leads 300 men to screen Robb's march, and Theon Greyjoy is picked as one of the scouts. Robb sends Brynden with a few hundred men carrying Tully banners to raid and draw Jaime from the camp at River Run. Expecting to crush a small force, Jaime and most of his cavalry are lured north of the Tumblestone in a forest valley where the rest of Robb's men are hidden. Now I'm going to say dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Yeah.
Don't worry, I go
You
into
pronounced cavalry properly.
Cavalry?
I appreciated that. Yeah.
Is it
so many people get it wrong, and you got it right, is what I'm saying. And I appreciate it.
I always say cavalry.
A lot of people say Calvary.
The Calvary
from the
Calvary
where Jesus
is here.
crucified.
Like up in Calvary.
Yeah.
The Calgary is here.
Damn, Calgary is attacking. What? Yeah, I don't know, man. They got restless up there.
I hear it all the freaking time, man.
They come down on horses.
Like I'm not a prescriptivist anymore, but it still gets under my skin.
A Song of Ice and Fire creators. What is the correction that you've gotten for pronouncing something that, by the way, of a fictional world, that you have got that irked you the most? Have you had any? Because I get corrections all the time.
No, I felt like
it's really
dumb when I said I thought that we pronounced it Gawler or Galler, and it's pronounced Jailer. His name.
Oh yeah, Goler. Yeah, Jailer.
Goler. It's pronounced Jailer.
spelling.
Apparently,
Yeah.
his name is Jailer, and his
Yeah.
job is Jailer.
No, so if you guys have listened to the audiobook, you know that Roy Dotrice pronounces Brienne or Brienne. He pronounces it Brienne. And so I always say Brienne because I listen to the audiobooks like a bajillion
Yeah.
times. And I had somebody the other day comment, "Who is Brienne?" And I was like, I wanted to say something funny back, like hashtag fake fan or something, but I didn't. but I thought it was hilarious.
Breen's your mom, bitch.
Yeah. God, I should have said that. Oh, Jesus. No, but yeah, I always say Brienne because that's how I heard it. And I know a lot of people say Brienne or different versions, but I to be honest, I have never heard George say which one's right. I'm sure he has, but I've only ever heard the Roy Dotrice version, so I always say Brienne.
I've
Brienne. My name is Brienne.
I heard Catelyn and Catelyn. I've heard Catelyn.
Yeah. He called Joffrey Jeffrey at least twice.
Yeah, it happens, you know.
That's just that he didn't.
Let's not have a Roy Dotrice piss fest. We do that often enough.
Michael, have you had any weird corrections?
I do that often enough.
I think I got corrected on how to say Viserion at some point. That's the only one that pops in my head, but I don't like
the one that
care.
It's Victorian. We all know
the one that irked me the most, and now I like have an emphasis on it because it bothers me. Is Roderick Cassell. Or like Jory Cassell or Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Castle or Cassell? And I didn't think I really cared, and I just kind of I think I went with Cassell once. Maybe I said Castle.
Yeah, I always thought it was Cassell. You know?
And then I've had the longest freaking dude, you're stupid. It's Castle comment. So I'm like, Cassell? Okay. And now I'm like, I put an emphasis where I'm like, and then Jory Cassell.
Jory Cassell.
Like I'm still
I still don't know the proper pronunciation for the capital of Afghanistan. Oh. Is it Kabul or Kabul?
I always
heard Kabul, but it probably is something totally different, you know.
I'm friends with an Afghan vet who is there, and she always says Kabul, so
okay, I'll go with that then. Because I remember when the invasion of Ukraine first started, and somebody popped up on TikTok and was like, "It's not pronounced Kiev, it's pronounced Kyiv," and I was like, "Well, that's cool to know, but I don't think anybody's gonna do that, and then literally everybody overnight started calling it Kyiv, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like one time,
I was one of those people. I'm like, "Oh,
well,
okay."
so there is a reason for this because the Russians always intentionally try to Russify everything because there was a long history of an attempt to destroy the Ukrainian language, particularly under Stalin and stuff like that. I got too deep into history, but it is important to learn them because it's an intentionally racist thing that they do in order to convince people to not use the actual language of Ukraine, and there's a whole like history, but you can still get
it's part of the thing with
them
asking you not to call it the Ukraine
anymore, sometimes you just don't know, and I say all kinds of stupid shit the wrong way because I just don't fucking know,
I want to remind everybody that George says Dothraki, and we can all agree George is fucking wrong.
George is wrong. It's Dothraki, goddamn.
The author of the Wheel of Time said that one of the people groups all had Texan accents in like a letter that he wrote, and I'm just like, no.
No, I'm not doing that. Well, I mean, I am famously a lover of David Reed's, and because of David Reed's, Brienne will always have a Long Island accent to me.
Yeah,
looking for me to 2 and 10 with eye boy and hair. That's how he chose.
That sounds like Bugs Bunny.
It's so good. And then
on interesting pronunciation,
the Reach was all Southern accents. So
who's the guy with all the cats who reads David Reed's song by
Yeah, that's who we're talking. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I love how he everyone from High Garden sounds Southern. That was
Southern
so
Bells, and it works so much for Atlanta Tyrell. My word.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I've never listened to this. Is everybody from the Stormlands like a Long Island, Jersey sort of thing?
No, just Tarth. Yeah, just Brienne.
Just Tarth.
Yeah.
So she's the only one who could be
Tarth
like
is Long Island.
Randy Baratheon too. Whatever happened there?
Yeah, Tarth, Long Island. That's that's right?
Davos, he gives like a drawl, like Davos. We're going to High Garden. Like he kind of has that. Like that's what he does with Davos. Stannis is just like that's his Stannis.
Stannis is just also Batman.
Yeah, Stannis is always. Why'd you say that name? Who's Martha? We can move on. I got a new Star Wars thing to get me to steady and calm down. Steady. You like that more than Stay on Target? Should I switch up?
I don't know. I was a big fan of the Stay on Target, but
I'm fine.
Stay on target. We're too close. Stay on target.
I just jizzed in my pants.
I've been using that gif of just Andy Samberg when he's driving and he jizzes in his pants, where he just goes like the weirdest. I've just been, whenever somebody's like, hey, we're gonna do this, or I'm watching this movie, it's something I approve. Instead of just like a gif of like that, I've been just sending like as my approval gif lately.
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah, pretty much. Man. Yeah, no, I always talk about David Reed's. All right, so moving on, we have so much to cover too. Did we even finish this one? No, we didn't. Oh yeah, we did. We got. So I covered way more of the Battle of the Whispering Wood than I originally planned, just because I really love that fight. But I left out a lot of like the stuff that like I added a little bit more. I didn't go all in on it, but yeah, Lady Mage Mormont in Lorda Jason Mallister wait east of the valley, while Lorda Rickard Karstark to the north. West is Steveron Frey, and across the far ridge was Lord Great John Umber, the Great John. Once all of Jaime's unsuspected men have entered the valley, a horn blows and the trap is sprung. Jaime's horsemen are attacked by bowmen hidden in the trees by Robb, and the Young Wolf and the Northern Bannermen led their own cavalry against the ambushed Westermen. When Jaime sees the battle is lost, he rallies his retainers and attempts to cut his way through the host to slay Robb in single combat, but it fails. So originally when I was cover to cover, it was just like, oh, and he did the Battle of Whispering Wood, but I wanted to add a little bit more because I love the strategy in that. And we lost Zach. And Michael, I've always wanted a video of yours and then from you on this topic, but then I found out that David Lightbringer already covered it. but just how weirwoody that battle is. It like yeah, and I'm sure you've noticed, but if you go through that battles chapter, that Catelyn chapter, it's nothing but weirwood symbolism. Like that, half that chapter is very weirwoody. I love it.
I just listened to that chapter
like
last night, actually. Yeah,
so good.
Like the Tet Offensive.
The Tet Offensive
from Vietnam.
Vietnam.
No, it seriously does.
I mean, maybe
very weirwoody, much like the Tet. That's why I love having Rust around.
Well, and I know people that think this is me making fun of Rust. I'm really not. I love Rust. That's why I want him on all my streams, and that's why he mostly is. But a lot of times he'll make a comment that's not only left field, but it's like a sentence ago. So it always feels like we've moved on, and then he's like, kind of like this. And I'm always like,
so you guys remember Nam?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh man, you guys ever hear that little Johnny joke about his uncle in Nam?
No.
No, what's the joke?
I won't tell it the Norm Macdonald way where he stretches it into 5 minutes. But I think he tells this to Conan. But you guys ever remember Little Johnny jokes? It's just a guy in second grade who says inappropriate stuff. It's like the base of Little Johnny. I remember a lot of them from when I was a kid, and they were just the punchline is vulgar. Like, but anyways, this one, and I only know the Norm version, so I'm gonna try to dial it back a little bit. But everyone's sitting in class, their second grade class, and the teacher's like, I want you to tell a story and then tell me what the meaning or the lesson from the story is. So when kids like, oh, my dad works at the hatchery and he was delivering eggs, and he wanted to save all of his deliveries and just put them all in one crate. And then that crate fell and it ruined multiple deliveries. And then the teacher's like, so what did your dad learn? Well, not to put all your eggs in one basket. And then like, okay. And then little Johnny's raising his hand. And then she's like, all right, fine, Johnny. And he goes, all right. So my uncle was a Nom. And everybody hated him. And he was a big drunk. Just a lush. I will not tell it Norm way. I'm gonna try it. I'm already doing it Norm way. And one day, everyone in his unit got sick of him, and they got him super drunk, and they stripped all the clothes off of him and put him in a helicopter and dropped him off in the middle of nowhere, and then left him. And then he snuck up into a village and killed a man with his bare hands and took that guy's gun. And then he started fighting as everybody came out of the village, and all he had was a bottle of whiskey and a gun. And and they killed everyone in this village. And then eventually his men came back and picked him up. And the whole class is like, what the heck? The teacher's like, well, what's the lesson? He's like, well, don't fuck with my uncle when he's drunk. Jesus. Yeah, it's a little normie, but I tried not to.
I had a friend in grade school whose dad was in Nam and got peed on by a monkey.
Oh, nice. I mean, there were worse fates in that.
Yeah, see, I had a friend.
That's the thing he would talk about.
I would kill the shit out of
the war. You're just on vacation.
That was the Nom stories I heard growing up.
Sorry, go ahead, random. Everyone talked at once. We all got really excited about Nom.
Yeah. We all had flashbacks. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. So Whispering Wood, aka Nom. Ser Brynden
specifically
Tully,
the Tet Offensive. All right.
Yeah. The Tet Offensive, aka the Whispering Wood. Ser Brynden Tully leading Rob's van attacks the nearby. Sorry, I was gonna make a really dumb joke and I backed away. And then they attacked the nearby Saigon. Right. Attacks the nearby Lannister camp north of the Tumblestone at night. His forces cleared palisades and finishes off any remaining scouts. And the sleeping leaderless camp is overrun. Sorry, I kind of chopped that up. But yeah, they attack these guys when they're asleep. Men from the other camps, roused by the noise, soon attempt to come to aid the camp that's under attack. Meanwhile, Robb leads 2 columns of armored horse, including Umbers and Malisters, from the west in overrunning the camp between the rivers. The Lannisters in the middle camp form a shield wall and repel one charge, but then they are taken in the rear by a sortie from a river run itself, led by Tytos Blackwood. I'm going to stop right there because we're not going to talk about Tytos Blackwood ever again. How cool is it that Tytos Blackwood leads an attack from the castle that's being sieged? It's super cool that during this fight, Tytos is like, all right, guys, mount up. And they're like, what? He's like, no, we're going in.
I think that might have been the hope of the attack, that they were hoping that in creating all this confusion, it would give the defenders of the castle the opportunity to sortie out and do some damage.
Love that
it
works.
Yeah.
Too.
And the Battle of the Camps is just another great example of, Brynden Blackwood brilliance.
Brynden Blackwood brilliance?
Yeah. Or sorry, Brynden Blackfish. Blackwood. Now Zach has me saying.
No, you can add a comma because Tytos Blackwood, Brynden, and then Blackwood.
Yeah, Brynden Blackwood. There we go. Brynden /
go.
Blackwood. Brynden X Blackwood.
I was gonna bring it up too because I just listened to this chapter last night and
nice.
It is literally.
Also, now I'm saying
Brynden's idea.
backwood. Now I'm saying backwood like the fucking blunts, and so Brynden Backwoods.
Backwoods.
And then Brynden Backwoods bumping some Mac Dre came riding out of the castle on 20-inch rims.
Oh, that's so funny.
But yeah, like going. This is Blackfish's like whole idea. Like the strategy, like he's the one who's like Jaime Lannister has a bunch of men. He's a great fighter, but he has no patience.
Yeah,
and so then they trick him into chasing them when he shouldn't, and that's how they capture him.
Yeah, he really understands the psychology of his opponents. No, he's just such a great. He's both a great strategist and a great tactician and a great fighter and scout. He's just the full fucking package. He's so good.
The giant man boner Rando has for Brynden Blackfish.
No, I know. No, he is one of my hugest man crushes of like.
I don't get how Tywin literally like tortured the dyslexia out of Jaime, but couldn't get him to be fucking patient in a battlefield.
Well, that's that's the thing.
If we
one seems more important than the other.
The torture didn't really have a permanent
We
effect.
we never talk about it, but why the fuck is Jaime here? Like, isn't it weird that a member of the isn't it weird that a member of the fucking Kingsguard is leading one of his dad's armies? Like,
he's just trying to get away from Cersei, man.
I'll pitch a weird angle on this one. His dad really wants him to be removed from the Kingsguard and seen as the legitimate heir to the house. And so I think that he probably, if I had to make an excuse for this, it's not because George just wants a familiar character there, but if I had to make a legitimate excuse, it's that his dad probably wants him to be seen doing the kind of shit that would get him house rep as the official leader and heir. He's like, you should be leading our forces because you're a Lannister first and a Kingsguard second,
Yeah, but of course he isn't.
Honestly, that's just an off the cuff take, I know.
Honestly, instead of
in book reasons,
Instead of making Tyrion hand, he should have just switched them and just been like, all right, you're on the Kingsguard now. Jaime, you're free.
Tyrion's on the Kingsguard.
You guys look exactly the same. No one will notice.
Yeah.
Or he should have made Jaime the hand after the de-handing just as a cruel fucking joke.
They tried. No, Cersei tried. Cersei tried.
Yeah, Jaime didn't want to be hand. She tried to make him hand.
I remember Cersei tries. I just thought it would have been fucked up if his dad was like, well, you've lost your hand, so I'll make you hand.
Well, he also gave him a Valyrian steel sword, so that wasn't too far off.
For your sword hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on after I say this, but since we're talking about handless Jaime, which we're going to talk more because we're gonna like literally cover a conversation between these two later on. But my favorite hand Jaime joke is when Gatehouse Amy is flirting with him at the dinner table and is like rubbing his hand, like holding his hand, and then he just looks down and goes, "Does she think I can feel that?" So good, dude. I'll tell you, if you need a laugh, like Jaime chapters in any chapter with fucking Stannis, like they're the.
That's why I've always identified with Jaime so hard, is because of his sarcasm.
He's
I agree wholeheartedly. He has a good sarcastic wit, even in his like worst of chapters, he's still finding a way to laugh at a little bit.
Dude, I left
good.
in, like I said, I'm not gonna ruin it, but I left in one of my favorite Jamie jokes just because I'm like going like straight for some of these conversations. I was going word for word, and I'm like,
I think I know which one it is, but we'll wait till we get there.
Can you tell me what scene, or do you feel like that ruins it?
It's about horses, right?
Ha No.
Yeah.
So good. All right, moving on.
Chevalier.
What do we Glimbus? Is everything talking about horses now? Yes.
He retired that bit.
Did he say did he retire that bit?
I don't think he did retire that bit, but I think if you say horses, you'll get some like dramatic flashbacks.
wait. So you're telling me the horse was put down?
Oh man, what did it break a leg?
I know, right?
Shipped off to the glue factory.
You guys remember that? Because everybody has watched Scrubs as much as me, but he's like, "Wow, it would be a lot easier if this was just a horse hospital." And then it just looks at all the doctors have shotguns, and they just walk up, and it's like, "Oh, that leg doesn't look good," and just shoots it.
That is straight out of a Far Side comic.
Oh, really? That's too good.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, let's Battle of the Camps. All right, I already covered this, did I?
You covered most of it.
No, I stopped
at Titus Blackwood. You're at the Lord John Umber part.
I tangented
you read it out. You read it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at Lord John Umber burns.
Lord John Umber burns the siege towers, which were under construction, and Lord Blackwood releases the prisoners taken in earlier in the battle underneath the walls of Winterfell, including Edmure. In the southern camp of the Lannister forest, Forley Prester leads the retreat of 2,000 spears and 2,000 bowmen when he sees the battle is lost. There's also a weird thing about a Pentoshi. I left it out, but there was a Pentoshi like mercenary working with him who betrayed Forley Prester and went over to Robb Stark. And I've heard, and it never gets brought up again. Like we never hear about like a Pentoshi sellsword company working with Robb. We never hear it again. So when I made my Greenbeard video, there are fan theories that Greenbeard at Pentoshi, who's fighting in the Brotherhood Without Banners, was the Pentoshi here.
Yeah, I've actually heard that theory before. I think Preston brought that up a long time ago.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure that was in his like Riverlands of the Dragon or something. I know. I just remember hearing that theory a long time ago. So I do know this one. That is an interesting fan theory.
Yeah, I think. Well, it's great because it doesn't take anything away and it doesn't contradict anything. It just adds.
It's kind of like a fun little Easter egg almost, you know, if it's true.
Yeah, if it's true. All right, going out west where the wind grows tall. When still angry about Brynden's refusal to marry Bethany Redwyne, I know, so many years ago, a dying Lord Hoster Tully agrees to see Brynden, claiming he is too sick to fight. Catelyn expresses certainty that Brynden will never marry. Dad, he's not going to get married. He's like 80 now. Brynden is present when Robb is proclaimed Chaos off. You can see these are the scenes that I'm running through. I will get to the ones where I slow down because I love them so much. Brynden and Hoster reconcile after many years, leaving the past behind them. Brynden realizes that Lord Tywin Lannister is the true danger for House Stark and House Tully in the War of the Five Kings, and knows that Tywin wishes them to march on Harrenhal. Yeah, don't do that. Brynden accompanies Robb to campaigns in the Westerlands, so this is when they go over there, when Martin Rivers taking command of the Outriders at River Run. So Martin Rivers, who's Martin Rivers? But he takes over at River Run. Is he the bastard son of Bracken? Martin Rivers?
Maybe. I don't know. That's an interesting question.
I think he is. Oh, no, he's just a bastard of Walder Frey. Never mind.
Who is the bastard of Bracken? Does it give a name for him?
Maybe.
I just remember him as the bastard of Bracken. You know, he's just called the bastard of Bracken.
I also love the name Jonos.
So many bastards in these Riverlands.
It's a holy place.
Yeah. It's a rivery place. I have nothing.
All right. Taco, I just posted the Far Side in the Discord.
I saw that. Harry Rivers.
Well,
That's it.
done.
I answered your question. That's
Harry
the bastard of
Rivers.
Blackwood.
Harry Rivers.
Harry Rivers.
Yeah, the bastard of Bracken, Harry Rivers.
That was my favorite vintage VHS.
Yeah, me too. I loved Harry Rivers. Is he doing gonna
It's better than Backdoor Sluts 9.
Jesus. All right, for one, inappropriate, and two, unfactual. Was anyone gonna get my reference if I say I am the river and you're my canyon? All right, moving on. If no one gets that,
no, but mine was a South Park reference.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I thought you were actually referencing the underrated classic Vectors.
Yeah, see, I thought you were referencing Backdoor Sluts 9, and I was going to say, if you haven't seen Backdoor Sluts 6, you're really missing out.
Also, if you skip 7 and 8, 9, you're just lost once you get to 9.
Yeah, you're not going to get it.
You're not going to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just jump right to 9. Are you high?
Fun fact, much like the Star Wars trilogy, you're supposed to start at episode 4, and that's the reason.
It starts
Yeah.
at episode 4,
Yeah, the
and
prequels
4
get
through
really
6
confusing.
and
if
4
you don't
through
have
6
that.
were the best, you know.
And ironically, also
And just like Star Wars, the first one climaxes with them flying along a crack in the surface and shooting something into a hole.
Yes, and also they all went down. The entire franchise of Backdoor Sluts went downhill after Disney bought it.
Yep.
All right, I can't wait for the guy who is gonna bookmark our tangents because one of them is like Norm Macdonald joke, and then now that one. Oh God.
What are your opinions on the Backdoor Sluts special editions?
I like the original. I like the practical effects. Can we move on, please? Martin Rivers, who is not Harry Rivers. Rob leaves his uncle Edmure Tully to hold River Run.
So he was Brazilian.
Jesus. Hold the river. Martin. Rob leaves his uncle Ser Edmure Tully to hold the River Run. And absolutely not leave. Just stay, hold River Run, and guard his rear. In order to return to the Westerlands, Tywin must cross the Red Fork of the Trident. Edmure calls his banners to prevent Tywin from crossing the river. With the help of commanders Jason Mallister and Carl Vance, Edmure prevents many attempts Tywin makes to cross the river. Tywin is forced to retreat. Lol.
So he does a fantastic job at doing the absolute wrong thing.
Yeah, well, but I'm kind of on Edmure's side of like.
Yeah, this is not Edmure's fault.
Well, it's kind of his fault. But he just.
No,
yeah,
I kind of fall with Taco here. The problem with not delegating good commands is you as the commander, Rob, do have to eat some of the shit when your officers don't do what they're told if you didn't explain it well. Like, why wouldn't he tell him the plan? Why wouldn't he say, we're trying to lure out the Lannisters and raid their lands and starve their army out and wear their forces? Like, why wouldn't he just like give him the beats of the strategy?
I'm trying to remember. Okay, I'm trying to remember.
I think it is like
what to do via Raven.
They don't trust him.
Was it in person?
I don't know.
It was in person because he leaves.
Okay.
He leaves.
He
tells them, and then they ride off. And so I'm like unless I'm mistaken, I think they're like all there in like a council meeting, and I'm like, that's just that's like inexperience. It's assuming your people know what you want done without really delegating your commands properly. You know?
Yeah. I agree.
The only excuse would have been if he sent that by Raven and he didn't want it intercepted.
Yeah, no, that would make a lot of sense.
That would be
if
very
it was
valid.
a Raven, then that makes a lot more sense because you don't want to reveal your messages if they're caught or whatever, you know. But I think he tells them, and then they ride out from location, and so it's like it's a little bit bad on both sides, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, where were we? Brynden returns to River Run together with King Rob. The dogs in the kennels tell Catelyn, who is returning, she is imprisoned in a. Now, hey, the first typo. You can see which ones I am taking over and writing now. Immediately a typo. Oster's room punishment for freeing Jaime Lannister. The hall was crowded when Desmond and Catelyn entered it. Desmond and Grell, by the way. The site of Ser Brynden Tully's craggy face on the dais gave her comfort. What's craggy?
It's like rocky
Craggy,
crevasses,
like-
you know.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you know
like
how it has
craggy.
a lined face. It's like the
Like a
the
cliff.
lines that run
Perfect.
through like terrain.
No, you absolutely
Yeah.
answered it. I love it. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. Her uncle was the first to greet her. As black of fish as ever, Sir Brynden had no care for what others might think because no one else is greeting her because she freed Jaime.
Yeah.
He leapt off the dais and pulled Catelyn into his arms when he said, "What are we? Oh yeah, we're going like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to see you home, Cat." No,
Uh,
that's not
Yeah, that
John
was
Wayne.
good. I like that.
Was that-
That was good.
I need like what voice actors do, where they have like a launching off thing, like a go ahead, make my day.
I thought it was
Yeah.
John
There
Wayne,
you
not
go.
Clint Eastwood. But
No, John Wayne. John Wayne isn't at all like I. Good to see you, Pilgrim. Good to
Yeah,
see you, Cat. That's very,
Definitely not John Wayne. Definitely not.
that's very different. You know, John Wayne played Genghis Khan in a
yes, oh
What
my
the
god,
fuck?
he
Are you
also
yeah,
he also inhaled enough nuclear fallout to
Yep,
kill
they-
him. So
They filmed it
Yeah.
in a place where there was nuclear testing, so in a
Oh my
radiated
God.
desert.
Oh my god. he played
Yeah.
A good chunk of the
radioactive
crew,
Genghis
including him,
Irradiated Nevada
Yeah,
back in the day.
What
the
the fuck?
nuclear Khan, John Wayne.
Yeah, I mean,
To
it
be
sounds
fair,
way
John Wayne
cooler on
also
paper.
smoked like a bajillion cigarettes, so it's really hard.
meanwhile,
to say
Jimmy Carter, when he was like 20 years old, lowered himself into an actively melting down nuclear reactor in order to save a Canadian town.
Can you do that?
Uh,
Don't immediately.
He got exposed to like 1,000 times the radiation levels that they would allow
and
you
he
to
lived
today.
until he was like 100.
Yeah, he lived to like 98. He
So
might
he
even still
rolled
be
the-
alive for all I know.
He rolled the superpower side of the
dead.
dice.
Mhm.
Yeah, like his
He
urine was
died at the end of last
radioactive
year.
for I think they said 60 days afterwards.
Yeah, but if you eat enough like fast food, you're in.
No, but the real question is, did he bottle it and sell it though?
Yeah.
He wasn't a gamer girl.
So that's what that Imagine Dragons song is about. Is Jimmy Carter's?
Radioactive.
Yes.
Jimmy Carter's pee?
and it's just Jimmy
Radioactive,
Carter's
Jimmy
urine
Carter's
and like
pee.
glowing Coca-Cola bottles pulsing.
Radioactive flush, radioactive. That's pretty good. All right, let's go back to it. Where was I? Yeah, hey,
A whole room of Jimmy Carter's forced to fill glow sticks.
it's good to
Anyway.
see you home, Cat. She
That's
had
why
to
they tell
struggle-
you not to
Oh my-
drink the glow stick stuff. No.
I wish I could see you like sometimes because I want to mean mug you when you like interrupt me sometimes random, but
God,
Oh,
I
sorry,
can't.
sorry.
'cause I can't. There.
Don't apologize to him.
Oh no, I think
What?
I just screwed something up.
I will say I
Well-
listened to this chapter recently
That's
as well
par
because
for
I
the
was going
course.
back through
Yeah,
this section of Catelyn's chapters for a video, and yeah, when Blackfish actually does have her back after she's been like shunned by everyone for like several days, that is another very good Blackfish
Yeah.
moment.
I love it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
finish this one and then I'm gonna say something. Where was I? Yeah. It's good to see you home, Cat. She had to struggle to keep her composure. Rob greets his mother and tells her about his injury from the crag and his marriage to Jane Westerling, and that's when she meets all of the Spicers. And then they go to Hoster's private audience chamber, and this is the first one that I had to like completely like leave all the dialogue in. Sorry, I have to change something really quick. I'm gonna do this.
All good.
Oops. And then I didn't mean to do that. And
I know,
then
you
go back
filled
to the
all
live
titles
stream.
with Jimmy Carter's pee.
Dang it. I think I froze my banners. I can't scroll.
Uh-oh.
Does somebody just want to talk about something else? I'm gonna refresh
Yeah.
and come back in.
I'll
be right
just
back.
say, yeah, I'll just
you're
say
right
too, I love how Rob handles this moment when he gets there and Catelyn has released Jaime and he's married Jane Westerling, completely screwing over their war effort. And he's just like, you know, Mom, I understand you did what you did for love, and
Yeah.
sometimes we are led to folly by loving too deeply. And she's like, wait, what? And then he's like, by the way, this is my wife. And she's like, oh no.
What a perfect segue.
He's got me. He's got me.
I was gonna say, I think it's interesting that George uses craggy to describe the Blackfish's face when they're coming back from the crag. Like,
Yeah, right.
Too
right
much crag. Like
Yeah,
it's like fucking Craigslist up in here.
Yeah, it's like putting a hat on a hat or a crag in a crag, if you will.
Shut up. Fucking Craigslist.
Fucking Craigslist. We now know a random thing that Russ doesn't. I don't like talking about Craigslist, guys. Had a really toxic relationship from there. Wait, what?
Oh, those Craigslist flings. Those Craigslist flings.
Yeah, dude, that's a good way to get a laborer, if you know what I'm saying.
Pre-Tinder days.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, the pre-Tinder days of Craigslist.
Yeah, that's so messed up. Edmure yelling at Edmure. So this is the first time I actually needed a bunch of dialogue. So this was supposed to, like, the slide was supposed to go right from here to like 2 slides later, but I have 2 full slides for this scene. Edmure was filling his uncle's ear with the whole story of the fight at the stone mill. Oh, it was so great, Uncle. It was only after the servants had come and gone that the Blackfish cleared his throat and said, I think we've heard sufficient of your boasting, nephew. Edmure is taken back and asks what he means. And he goes, I mean, said the Blackfish, that you owe his grace your thanks for his forbearance. He played out that mummer's farce in the great hall as not to shame you before your people. Had it been me, I would have flayed you for your stupidity rather than praising this folly of the Fords. Dude, I kept in so much because everything this guy says is so cool. Edmure tells them that good men died at the Fords and then asked if only the young wolf can win victories. And then he called him Rob. So Rob corrects him and yells at his uncle. He's like, dude, I'm your grace, and shut up. The Blackfish said, you were commanded to hold the river run, Edmure. No more. Edmure says he did, and he bloodied Tywin's nose. Rob says that a bloody nose doesn't win the war and asks if he ever wondered why they stayed in the West for so long. Edmure assumes it was for plunder, and Rob tells him that it was bait. We were all horsed, said Brynden. The Lannister host was mainly foot. We planned to run Lord Tywin a merry chase up and down the coast, then slip behind him and take up a strong defensive position toward the Gold Road at a place my scouts have found where the ground would have been greatly in our favor. If he had come at us there, we would have paid, or he would have paid a grievous price. But if he did not attack, he would have been trapped in the West, 1,000 leagues from where he needed to be. All the while, we would have lived off his land instead of him living off ours. Whew.
Yeah, that brings up a really interesting point, because this is what allows Tywin's army to rush back to King's Landing to stop the siege.
Yeah, no, it totally screws.
This fundamentally alters every aspect of the book we see going forward. Like, it totally changes the entire paradigm of Westeros.
So when I was doing my what if small councils, and I wanted to find a what if small council where I believe it was the one where I had Stannis win, my turning point was Edmure not attacking Tywin.
Yeah, no, it's
he doesn't go back and Stannis can just take. Yeah, I just did a video for Emery Florent, which is going to come out in a couple weeks, and I had to go up on a huge tangent on did Emery not sending scouts and not finding out about the chain ruin that battle? In my opinion, is the Battle of the Blackwater would have still been won by Stannis because they weren't able to ferry them across, but all of the destroyed ships became a bridge, so Stannis' men could cross the river, which was their whole point. But it was actually just Tywin showing up. So, like, I do think that Peter Baelish won that battle, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Anyways, I'm regretting doing a hard voice for Brynden because I have so many monologues to read for him. And we're not done with that scene. I couldn't have just skipped over it because I was reading the dialogue and I just loved Brynden Tully just like going in on Edmure, calling him names.
Honestly, what they should have done in season 8 is just had Sansa stand up and say, "We remember the Fords, Uncle. You screwed everything up. That's why you can't be king."
Why can't I be king? Why can't you stay at River Run?
Yeah, you had one job and you screwed it up, man.
Yeah. I think this is a good time because we're like an hour and a half in. If you guys wanted to send in a super chat, that way I'm going to know if you have a question, send it there. I will definitely stop what I'm doing and read that. Or I do have my link for my PayPal in the description if you want to send me one of those. I have
also,
not got a
if anyone drops an over $10 super chat, I'll print some merch that says "Remember the Fords" with Taco and Michael's face on it, like screaming at Edmure. Remember the Fords,
dude. If you're only going to do that for $10, I'll do it.
$10 to your own stream.
Yeah.
Well, he said he would print some merch. I don't think he said he would send it to you.
Oh yeah, good point.
You had to, printing, shipping, and handling on you.
Check out this cool shirt I have. Cool. Moving on.
Yeah, you'll still have to buy it, but at least it'll exist, right?
Yeah. I didn't realize until we started filming because I really wanted to wear my Cactus Jack shirt. I bought a Cactus Jack shirt, and I really wanted to wear it. And then I realized that my son spit up on my shoulder, and I didn't clean it completely. And I've like been doing this whole stream with a dirty shoulder. I have a baby. He's been keeping me up. Like the guy's such a jerk. I don't know, but 7 months old. I think he's gonna be grounded. I think I'm grounding him. No.
We gotta come up with a definition for dirty shoulder.
Dirty shoulder. I got dirty shoulders. No, like dirty laundry. Who'd sing that song?
Yeah.
Dirty laundry.
Dirty shoulders, knees, and toes.
Don Henley?
Don Henley sounds right.
Don
Did
Henley
you make that up?
Eagles, yeah.
Oh, that's why I don't know.
Apparently one of my roommate's favorite songs.
Oh, well, don't tell him what I'm about to say, but I don't know that because I hate the fucking Eagles. So the band and the football team. Yeah, equal amount of hate.
Honestly, that's fair.
Also, Taco,
I understand where you're coming from.
When your son annoys you, you have to be like, "You can't keep spitting up on my shoulder. You won't be 7 months forever.
Yeah.
Winter is coming."
Winter is coming. I have decided that like as soon as he can be grounded. I'm like, hey, honey, when is he allowed to be grounded? He's like, oh, and he's like 8. I'm like, all right. And then on his 8th birthday, I'd be like, so spit up on my shoulder.
Here's the
kept
list.
me awake all night. Like, I'm just gonna go through it. Get to your room now. I was a baby when I did that. Adding another one. Don't talk back. Apparently, there's like.
See what I'm doing now, son. It's called delayed gratification. If you can learn this, you're going to be well ahead in life. I've been waiting to punish you for this for 8 years.
I can't make the joke I'm about to make, so I'm not gonna. Gorgeous cat, Zach.
Oh yes, the cat is very sweet, but she hasn't like been held for too long. She put up with it. Says about to feed her tube, but she ate it all, so she's gone now.
Maybe you're just gorgeous when you dress up like a cat.
So I know, yeah. Put some little kawaii ears on, Zach. Put some little kawaii ears on.
Who out of us would make the best cat person? Most attractive cat girl / boy? However you want to identify. I think Michael.
I think I'd make a pretty cute cat girl, to be honest. I was an anime.
I'm the most cat-like in my everyday behavior.
Because you just kind of sit around and lick yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you're like.
I am usually a dog person, but through circumstances that are quite amusing. I have a wonderful, wonderful cat that lives with me named Lucky.
That's good.
But she doesn't like being held.
I'm just a human person.
Tom recently.
This is my partner's cat. He's making a big noise over at the trash can right now.
Oh.
He's got big old chubby cheeks because he didn't get fixed until he was big.
Is that thing?
Hi,
Tom recently made a very good short of 2 of the feral cats in the colony that I feed, and I'm working on getting fixed. and they're throwing one's throwing one off of a ledge, and he played the Mufasa and Scar Lion King audio. It's on the Interesting Nerd Club Discord.
That's so
funny. I didn't realize that you'd filmed that. That's great.
Yeah.
I just showed. No, it was a private message between these guys, between me and Rust. I just had Rafiki throwing Simba because I don't know, Rust. I'm not going to tell people too much. I'm not going to air your dirty laundry. Callback joke. But he just his affirmative, like, hey, you hanging out? His affirmative often is just yeet. So I'll just see what the gift gives me whenever I just type yeet into the gifts. And a lot of times it's Jey Uso, and me being a wrestling fan, I send him that. But when I typed in yeet, it was just him yeeting Simba off of Pride Rock. I thought that was fucking great. Russ, that's when you're silent. All right. You're eating. I
think he's chewing.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. You're like, I laughed. It was funny. Or like, I wasn't.
You're supposed to mention what part of Nam that reminds you of.
It reminds me a lot of Nam.
Yeah.
It reminds me of throwing my friends off the cliff at Nam so they could
Hamburger Hill?
fight
Isn't
people.
that kind of like a cliff?
I was in Nam in the 90s to open up a sweatshop.
Jesus.
That's from fucking Always Sunny.
Always
right?
Sunny.
Yeah, there we go. I knew it. I was like, I finally got one of the obscure references.
I tried the soup joke first. Nobody got it, and then I went with that one.
My favorite Nam joke is always the Principal Skinner one, where it's like, I was a trapped in a hellhole in Nam for like 4 years or whatever behind enemy lines. I came back to the States and I could just never find the same soup. They just can't get the spices right. He's talking about like, you think he's like being starved, but he's actually eating this like amazing like rice curry meal, and he can't find an equivalent back in the U.S.
Okay, have you guys ever seen An Idiot Abroad with Carl Pilkington?
No.
Okay,
I've been an idiot abroad, but never.
It's Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant who developed the original Office.
Yeah.
Stumbled across one of their producers who just has like a really weird or interesting take on the world, like no matter what you ask him. So they sent him to see they sent him to see the 7 Wonders of the World, right? And before they send him to China to see the Great Wall, they ask him what his biggest concern is. And he said that his biggest concern was that he was going to be served toad over in China and that he was going to like it. And that when he got home, he was never going to be able to find it again. That was his biggest concern with going to China.
That's really funny. I was going to go back to Nam references. I went to Caddyshack when like he has Chevy Chase just has this. Wait, I can't make that joke. Never mind. I'm moving on. I just realized there's a slur in that joke, so I'm moving right past it. So let's get back to Blackfish. Cut that out. Okay, editor. All right, somebody hire me an editor. All right, yelling some more. Rob yells some more. See, I told you.
Rob yells some more.
and Edmure says that they never told him. Like, you didn't tell me the plan. And Rob says that they told him to hold the river run and nothing more. When you stopped Lord Tywin, the voice is changing. I gotta ice it up a little bit. All right. When you stopped Lord Tywin on the Red Fork, said the Blackfish, you delayed him long enough for riders out of Bitterbridge to reach him with word of what's happening to the east. Lord Tywin turned to his host at once and joined up with Mathis Rowan, who married Blackfish's betrothed. Maybe that's why Blackfish is pissed about it. Anyways, and Randall Tarley near the headwaters of the Blackwater, and made a force to march to Tumbler's Falls, where they found Mace Tyrell and 2 of his sons waiting with a huge host in a fleet of barges. They floated downriver, disembarked half a day's ride from the city, and took Stannis in the rear. Excuse me. Edmure claims that he will make amends in the next battle. Oh my God, I'm getting the burps now. And Rob says that it will be soon enough because they need to win the phrase back first. So, also, how did the Blackfish know all that? He's just that good of a scout. Where he just knew everything that Tywin did. It's kind of crazy. It went silent. I can't hear anybody. Is just no one talking? Hello?
You asked the question, none of us know the answer.
So I had my, I was on mute.
It was like a second where like one person couldn't really talk, but it happened to everybody at once.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. All right. After Lord Rickard Karstark murders Tywin Frey and Willem Lannister, Robb stands with all of his bannermen attending. Stands with all his bannermen attending as the bodies of Willem Lannister and Tywin Frey lay before him. The Great John brings Lord Rickard Karstark and his 4 men with to Robb as prisoners. Karstark, defends himself and his actions. The doors of the hull crashed open, and the Blackfish entered with water running from his cloak and helm. Because he was just swimming, or probably because it's raining. No, it's raining. We're going to talk about how it's raining later. But he is a fish, so maybe fish are wet. Does this confirm that water is wet?
I believe
I don't
so.
think it's good enough evidence. We have enough proof about water's wetness here.
All right. Well, it sounds like it, but I thought it. But okay. Well, wait. You're right. He's not black water. He's black fish. Yeah, that sounds good.
Brynden Blackwater.
Well, there's a
Blackwater.
Blackwater.
Brynden Blackwater had some questions after he got back from Iraq.
Oh God.
I know it's not the word we said, but I just got backwater from Meat Puppet stuck in my head. So I'm gonna listen to that later, which will be nice. I love the Meat Puppets. All right. Anyways, where was I? He came in with the meat puppets all over him, right? Yeah. Tully man-at-arms followed him in. Well, outside, lightning cracked across the sky, and a hard black rain pounded against the stones of River Run. Yeah, there's like lightning cracking. It's all ominous and stuff.
Okay, what's a hard black rain?
Like chocolate rain, like that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But where it's really pounding down on you, like, where the chocolate rain's like just beating down on the roofs of the castle, throwing chocolate everywhere,
Yeah, if you just listen, you hear chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Is that Tazon Day in the
By the way, that song should never have been memed. It should have been loved, because that song's so unironically
so good. Yeah.
Love chocolate rain.
People have come around on it. People understand its significance now.
Yeah, no, it just sounded too much like poop in like 2009. We're like, hey, it's a poop song. But like after like 2016, we're like, wait a second.
You're like, wait, have you guys seen The Economy? I think he's talking about something here.
Talking about something.
On an unrelated tangent, you should do a Meat House Man stream and start it off with a Meat Puppets song and just see if anybody puts it together.
Should we just talk about our favorite thing with the name meat in it? Like Meat Wad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Meat Puppets.
So you dress like Meat Wad, play the Meat Puppets, and do a stream about Meat House Man. That's the ultimate
Meat Wad.
That's like the meatiest combo you could imagine.
And then Meet the Parents, even though it's spelled different.
Mr. Meaty.
Well, unless it's an episode of South Park, then you meet the parents.
Oh,
MEAT.
The parents.
Oh God,
that's an episode. All right, moving on. It sounded like I need to.
You guys didn't know that?
I get it. Where Cartman feeds the parents too. I remember.
Oh, that was the chili.
That was a horrifying episode.
Oh, that's one of the best episodes.
Oh, it's one of the funniest, man.
It's definitely one of the better ones. I call it Mr. and Mrs. Telemann Chili.
Is that where George got the idea of Frey pies from?
Yeah, Telemann Chili, Frey pies. Yeah, absolutely. Chocolate rain. Okay.
Frey pies, chocolate rain.
Dude, in the last second now, I got Meat Puppets and Tay Sunday. The Blackwater swerving and the chocolate rain, like fighting against it. It's good. It's good. It's a party up in my head. And then you guys asked me to read stuff. Tully man-at-arms followed him in. I already said that. There was chocolate rain and lightning. Sir Brynden removed his helm and went to one knee. Your Grace, was all he said, but the grimness of the tone spoke volumes. Okay, I didn't say it grim enough. Your Grace. Is that better?
That's a little slimy evil. I don't know.
Well, what's grim? Like you're worried? Like, Your Grace.
Yeah, kind of like
better?
Dark and solemn, dark and solemn.
Your Grace. No? All right.
Yeah, you got it. Nailed it.
All right, thank you. We got to move on, man. Help me out.
We're gonna keep making you do it until you hit grim.
Yeah, I was just saying. I want to hear it again, but add some more grim this time.
We're just gonna Kubrick you.
kind of like a Jamaican voice, right?
This is like grim. Brings me back to the one gig I had as a voice actor, where it's like I nailed it, and the director's like, "You did it horribly. Do it all over again, but different." Dude, that happens a lot. Like, yeah, your character's not trying to be funny right now. I'm like, what? You didn't give me either.
Do you want to shout out the project where we can hear your voice or not? You're fully free not to.
Bert the Worm on YouTube, is it still on there? Bert the Worm.
Bert with an E or a U?
I can't remember. But I remember we did a lot. So there should be a lot. Maybe it's with an E. Bert the.
Yeah, I've got it with an E. 4
9
subscribers, 9 videos. Yep.
Yeah, not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see any videos though. Oh, they're all shorts.
They're shorts. Yeah.
Oh, they're not shorts. This was before shorts were a thing.
Well, these are all short.
They're so short of videos that they are now converted to shorts.
Wow, that must be what happened.
Oh.
No, there's a 30-minute one.
Huh.
Maybe he uploaded them differently because they were. Yeah, they must have uploaded them differently. They're all like 10 years ago.
What's the significance?
I did the voice of the worm. StephenPalmer.com. Stephen Palmer's channel.
I was going to say the channel I found is from December 29th, 2022. So.
Yeah, that's definitely not it. It was way before that. This was in like 2012 or 2013.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve Palmer I was in college with, and he animated these, and I helped him write, and I was the voice of Bert. And over 10 years ago. Yeah, we did a bunch.
Nice.
They're not amazing, but they were fun. They were a fun way to do it.
The deep taco lore.
Yeah, the deep. You have no clue. I try not to talk about some of them because, I mean, we.
It was before you couldn't say the N-word, guys.
I never said the N-word, but there's a lot of words we can't really say now, and I don't endorse saying now that I said a lot back in the day.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did a movie review thing that I don't want to say the name of because I don't want anyone to find it. There, I'm pretty sure that we just dropped a lot of slurs just very casually back then. And now I'm like, oh, bro. If I remembered the password, I would delete them all. There's many reasons why I can't run for office.
Taco's burying the deep taco.
I think if you run as the right party, it helps. Actually.
Yeah, but I won't be the right.
There's a certain party where the more slurs you say, the better off you are.
In fact, I'm not right enough for any party.
I've considered can you just say enough slurs to get that party to agree with universal health care? Just run as that party.
Oh my God. All right, moving on. This is green room talk. This is absolutely green room talk. And I won't dignify that with an answer. Yes. All right, moving on.
I know the answer is yes.
All right. Your Grace. All right, that was my last try. Was all he said, but the grimness of his voice, of his tone spoke volumes. Rob says that he will hear Brynden privately and leads them into the audience chambers that they like to hang out at, and tells the great John to kill everyone but Stark. There's a whole scene where it's like, "But all I did was watch." Well, let him watch. It's a little messed up of Rob, but yeah.
Yeah.
The Blackfish shut the door. The Starks are gone. And Rob asks, all? And Brynden tells him that all the fighting men, like random dudes are still around, but all the fighting men are gone. Edmure and Brynden argue about how they should act. Edmure saying that they should pardon Rickard Karstark, but Robb doesn't agree, and eventually Blackfish is sent out with 100 men in search for the Karstark men, although expectations are low, and Robb executes Rickard Karstark at Riverrun. So, yeah. I didn't want to keep that one in too much, but seriously, like, something that was probably going to be like one paragraph one slide became like 4 slides later. So I have a lot of the Jamie Blackfish scene is like half of my slides. All right, let's get there though. Hoster Tully's last voyage, when Hoster Tully dies and receives a funeral as per Tully customs, when Lord Edmure fails to hit Hoster's boat with a fire arrow, Brynden offers to make the shot, saying, "Let me, my lord." And though he is refused, Edmure's like, "No, dude, kick rocks. I can do this." And then Edmure fails 2 more times. Wordless, Edmure thrusts the bow over to his uncle, and he says, "Swiftly." Sir Brynden said he knocked an arrow, held it steady for the brand, and drew and released and hits the funerary boat. I can't say that. Funerary boat. There's no L. I really want to say funerary. Funerary. Thank you. Funerary boat. And let's make our band Funerary Boat. No one will be able to say it. With a fire arrow in 1 attempt because he's a badass. With the phrase having left Robb's service after he wed Jane Westerling, Brynden advises Edmure to wed one of the Frey's daughters. So there we go. Brynden remains at Riverrun when Robb travels north to the Twins to attend the wedding of Edmure and Rosalind. I hope it goes really well. I wonder what the catering. The band sucks. Dude, I just like halfway through the slaughter, somebody's like, "Let's not hire this band again." They're shooting everyone with crossbow bolts. All right. How was the wedding? Hey, it was fine. The band really killed. All right. I'll stop. In preparation. All right. Sorry. Yeah, they attend the wedding in preparation for the plans to retake Moat Cailin from the Ironborn. Robb names him Warden of the Southern Marches and tasks him with protecting his queen, Jane. Garbert Glover takes command of the Outriders in Brynden's place. After the Brotherhood Without Banners expresses skepticism that Brynden would pay ransom for Arya Stark, who is currently at this point with the Brotherhood, a relative he might not know. If they bring her to Riverrun, Arya flees from the outlaw group and she's captured by Sandor Clegane, the Hound. However, the Freys and Boltons betray the Starks and Tullys at Riverrun, with Robb and Catelyn murdered and Edmure taken captive. And that's the Red Wedding, by the way. They got Red Wedding at the Red Wedding. I wonder if I got a clip for that. Does this work?
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
I know, that's all I got.
That works.
Not bad. All right, here we go. How about this?
Boy, you're hilarious, my friend.
I realized that because it's Christmas season, I had to, and I was watching Elf, that I had to use some Peter Dinklage from Elf stuff. So, yeah, and I got some others.
That was my first exposure to him acting.
Really?
Yep, I fucking loved it.
Mine was both The Deaths at a Funeral, where he plays the same dwarf in both movies, which was great. If you watch them back to back, it's really good.
I'm trying to think.
Also like an epic Firefly joke in there, because Wash is in the first one and the Preacher's in the second one.
Yeah.
Interesting little cameo humor there. I don't even know if it was intentional, but like I think happened to cast 2 people from Firefly, 1 in each movie. So
I think I watched Station Agent first, which is really good. If you've never seen Station Agent, yeah, 2002. Yeah, no, I definitely watched Station Agent first because I watched that a little after it came out. If you've never seen that movie, The Station Agent, highly, highly recommended. Really young Peter Dinklage is the lead in it, and Bobby Cannavale is in it, and then Patricia Clarkson. He's just this train lover. He just loves trains, and I have to rewatch it. It's been a long time, but Peter Dinklage, like in somebody's will, gets the will to like an old train station in like a small town, and just like goes there, and it's just him like fixing up this old train station because he's obsessed with trains, and then he starts hanging out with other people in the town. It doesn't sound great when I pitch it, but it was really good. That's all I remember. I gotta rewatch it. So write that down. Where
Remind Taco to rewatch.
Yeah,
that movie. That's the name I didn't hear.
Station Agent. All right. I guess you're right.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. I got to rewatch Chinatown too. All right, remind me of that too. Yeah, I don't think I've like actually sat and watched Chinatown since I became like a lucid adult. Like I think I watched that when I was a kid. Yeah.
Remember to watch Chinatown.
Thank you. What else did I watch? Is there another one?
I watched Chinatown for the first time in like a film studies class in college, so I'd never seen it before, and it was like probably the best thing we watched all year. Although I really like Run Lola Run, which we also watched in that class.
We watched
the movie.
A bunch of Hitchcock in my first film class, like a lot, like Rebecca, like not even like one of the good ones.
I had a film studies class in high school where the teacher had us watch Blazing Saddles.
Oh my god!
And the problem was we watched it in 35-minute chunks with like 3 days between each class, which is not the way to watch Blazing Saddles. And after 2 sessions, he realized we were not getting the point of the lesson, and he just like, we're not even finishing. So
one of those 30-minute chunks is just nothing but the end.
Yeah. No, we got through that
in my
one.
Criminal justice class, we watched Boondock Saints.
Wow.
We watched Falling Down. We watched that Kevin Spacey movie where he manipulates the system to get himself executed.
Yeah. Where he had like the key. He's the key. There's no. That wasn't very good.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Remember, I watched it.
It was not a very good movie. No.
Not very good, no.
But we watched a lot of shit like that.
We watched Vertigo, and I remember because I already owned Vertigo, and then our teacher was like brought it in, and I'm like, you don't have the Blu-ray? And he's like, no, I just have the DVD. I'm like, can I go back to my house and go get the Blu-ray? And he's like, seriously? I'm like, yeah. Like, there was a 4-hour class, so we're like doing it later. So on our first break, I went and grabbed Vertigo and brought in Blu-ray, so we watched mine at home.
Nice.
He's like, you just have this? I'm like, yeah, you don't. You don't own Vertigo.
In 6th grade, we watched Tron on Laserdisc. Wow. That was the first time I saw it.
Laserdisc?
Yeah, we had other formats available, but that seemed appropriate. So
we watched in my creative writing class watch Old Boy, and that's probably
that's actually kind of interesting.
You've never seen Old Boy?
Negative.
Fuck Station Agent. Go watch Old Boy.
Old Boy is pretty wild. It's pretty weird.
It's one of my favorite movies. You could probably make an argument to me of it being one of the perfect 10 out of 10 movies.
Who's in it?
I don't know. A bunch of Korean actors.
Yeah, no one you're gonna know, but
I can go and grab my case and read
it's an interesting movie.
I'm looking at it.
It has some pretty cool fights in it, like the hammer hallway scene.
Yeah, you've seen it parodied, or not parodied, but just stolen and homaged.
Yeah,
a lot of the fight
scenes
scenes have just been
homaged before. Like undoubtedly, you've seen it spoofed or homaged.
Yeah, Old Boy is absolutely amazing. I think I have less than like 5 movies that I would consider 10 out of 10. And
now I kind of want to watch Old Boy.
Yeah, I got it. You guys want to watch Old Boy?
Yeah, let's stop this. Let's watch Old Boy.
I do have it. I could probably put it in and stream it if you guys want. I remember because I really wanted to find it, and I walked into the niche DVD place in Fargo, North Dakota, where I'm like, hey, I'm looking for Old Boy, and the guy like laughed at me. He's like, really? And I'm like, I'm missing it. What? And he goes, you know how hard that is to find? And I'm like, no, I didn't know Old Boy was hard to find. And then I found out, like, that I called up a couple other places and they all kind of laughed at me. So I just ordered it through Best Buy. It was really easy.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's not like the Disney Vault or something.
Yeah, it's just like
for the Dogma situation.
I do have Dogma too. Is that not out there anymore? Can you not buy Dogma?
There was a problem for a while because Harvey Weinstein personally owned it, or like the rights to it.
Boo.
So it took them a while to finagle it, but apparently they got the rights out now.
No, I don't want to go on a limb, but Harvey Weinstein,
I remember
bit of a jerk.
because I was trying to watch this with some find it on streaming, and I had to pirate it because it was difficult to get a hold of. Then I heard it was a rights issue. I didn't know who owned it or what the fuck was going on with it, but I heard interest with who had the rights to the movie.
You need another reason to hate Harvey Weinstein. There you go. If you were if you were still somehow on the fence about Harvey Weinstein.
I was okay with him until I found out about this.
Wait, Dogma too? What?
I draw the line at lost media. Okay.
I draw the line at fighting for IP rights.
Yeah, I draw the line at meddling in the scripts of Scream 2 and 3. That's where I draw the line. Too many cooks in the kitchen, and one of them's a Weinstein. All right. Where were we? Rob's remains. Oh no, the Red Wedding done. All right. We're ready for the CGI River run.
Oh, here we go.
Man, the chat, like, you guys are there, but the chat's kind of like chill today.
They've been totally caught up in these insane, outrageous tangents.
Either that or one of you guys has 12 burner accounts. So one of those is true. I like how chilled out and relaxed Zach is. Like, I feel like I'm interrupting his nap.
This is great. I don't have as much to comment. We get too deep on tangents, and I can't just bring it back to how cool Blackfish is.
If you yelled out "stay on target," I would. I'm contractually obligated.
You know, I'm debating whether I should go pet my cat because she really wants belly rubs.
Go pet your cat and also show us your cat.
Yeah.
I had the cat on stream earlier. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can angle it right.
Should I wait or should I start reading? What am I doing here?
You can keep reading.
That's not even my desk.
My desk. I do have a new desk, but you guys knew that. Or did you know that? Did you know I have a new desk? That's why I look.
Did you also steal it from the White House?
No, somebody steal a desk from? Oh, hi, Kitty.
Somebody whose name I won't say might have taken the Resolute desk and stuck it in Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, well, there you go. Moving on. Way to go, dude. Way to go, dude. Yeah, there you go.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat.
All right. I'm ready to move on. Thank you for petting the kitty. But let's get to kind of the best thing we're going to cover all day. So I feel bad pulling the script away or the camera away from the kitty pets because that's some hardcore kitty pets. There you go. All right. I'm getting going.
Look at the little kitty.
Yeah, well, we can't anymore. Siege at River Run. Brynden and Edmure are let's go with attained. Attainted.
Yeah.
Attainted by the Iron Throne. I hate when you get attainted. So when somebody just like hits you with their taint.
Yeah.
You just do like a running taint press. Somebody write that down too. All right. All right. My favorite wrestling move, the flying taint press. Flying taint. But you just run with your legs spread open, just net somebody in the face.
Oh, that's why geese fly in a V.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why geese find me. With the river run promise to Ser Edmure Tully once the Blackfish surrenders the castle. Sandor, the Hound, jumping over that, considers bringing Arya to River Run, but the girl thinks her uncle would consider her a fraud instead and hang the Hound. Also, there's a siege going on, so you can't really just go and knock on the door.
Also, Sandor's the Hound? Is that like a thing? Is that real?
Sandor's the Hound?
I'm just teasing. I'm sorry.
Oh. you fucking got me, dude.
It's a theory. It's a theory in progress. All right,
Yeah.
we're
like Sandor's the Hound? No way! I thought they were two different guys.
waiting for the next book,
The
but
whole time, I
you
was
know,
like, I thought it was Sandor and the Hound.
Yeah, no, I don't give it away because Zach's here, but I really do one day want to pitch, and I'm not going to say which it is, but I want to pitch a theory to Interesting Nerd Club, which is just like a famous theory isn't like it isn't that. Like I'm not gonna like an example like Robert Strong is just a guy named Robert Strong, and that's
yeah. Can you imagine if it turns out to be true, though?
We have
the Hound.
Everyone's talking at once. I didn't hear
it.
anything.
Club and pitch Sandor is the Hound to them.
Sandor, that's honestly, it's a great one, but it's a Song of Ice and Fire theory for people who aren't good at putting evidence together. Like, really bad at it.
Well, I think it would be really funny to do in the fighting game world. Do we call it non-mix-up mix-up, where you hit somebody with a high and they think you're gonna, of course, since you went high, you're gonna go low for the mix-up, but you just stay high.
Just stay high.
Yeah, and it works a lot. It's called the no mix-up mix-up, and I get people all the time on it because they just assume I'm a better fighter, but I'm not.
I'm not. I'm just mashing the buttons.
Same thing. No, I don't mash. I would be better if I mashed.
Oh.
I am a skilled player, but low skilled, which is worse than a button.
You have enough skills to know what a combo is, but not enough combos.
I understand the fundamentals
effectively.
I understand the fundamentals of fighting games. I'm just not good at it.
This combo is highly calculated, but man, am I bad at math.
Well, a lot of people have the advantage of their thumbs do what they tell them to do, and I don't have that. So a lot of times I'm like
thumb syndrome.
Yeah, well, I'm blind in one eye. My hand-eye coordination is just awful. I can't hit a baseball to save my life. Like I don't have any hand-eye coordination, and video games are actually really hard for me. And fighting games, you know how many times where I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna go hit A or 1 and 2 fighting game combos. What buttons are 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of X, Y, square, whatever. But I'm like, all right, so I have to go back 1 and 2 at the same time, go forward, hit 1, 1, 2, 3, and then down and hit 2 and 3 again, which is gonna blomp them. And then I know all this, and then my thumb is just like, all right, so I'm like, no, and I hit all the wrong buttons, and I'm like, I know the combo.
Taco's like the quantum physicist who steps up to the chalkboard. He knows all the equations, but he just draws a butt.
It's like the first time I tried
I walk up and I write, all right, so quantum physics, and somebody else, you spelled quantum wrong, and then everyone laughs, and then your fucking class is done. Oh man, you can't teach anyone about quantum physics if you can't spell that shit. Hey, we finally got somebody in the chat, and it's Rust. Thanks.
Stop.
Somebody's chatting again. No, I was gonna say but the no mix up of the trying to pitch a theory that isn't a theory is just the text where it's and then Robert Strong came in. So the evidence I need, he's right there.
It says so, obviously.
Yeah, it's like pitching the Hound as the grave digger. You're like, it's like
See, at that point, no, the no mix-up would be the Hound isn't the grave digger.
Yeah.
The grave digger is a new character. Yeah.
Yeah, the grave digger is a completely new character. What's my evidence? They don't call him the Hound.
They don't call him the Hound. Yeah.
It's Sir Duncan the Tall's reanimated corpse.
Now you're onto something.
Yeah, maybe that a good theory to pitch though would be that Sir Duncan the Tall is just 2 different knights in a trench coat. That'd be a good one.
Oh, that would be
well, actually, neither one of them is a knight.
Yeah.
Actually, neither one of them's a knight.
Wait, you're not a knight? No, I'm two people, and I'm also not a knight.
I'm also not a knight. I'm two people, neither of which have ever been knighted.
Wait, one of them is, but it's the guy who's the legs, so it doesn't do anything.
They have a pantomime horse too.
Yeah, the horse is just three guys dressed as a horse.
So wait, can I ask one totally off-topic question? Because I'll never get another opportunity to ask this. Do you guys think Ser Arlen was killed by Bloodraven?
No.
You sure? He dies of a mysteriously onsetting sickness, and Bloodraven is supposedly responsible.
Bro, that shit happened all the time. He was an unwashed, unkept, unhealthy fucking head.
I think Dunk poisoned him.
I don't know. If he hadn't died right then, Dunk would
that
never
is an
come
interesting
to that
theory,
tournament, and none of the events of those books would ever have happened. So I'm like, I don't know.
Bloodraven doesn't need Dunk and Egg.
He doesn't put Egg on the throne. He does put Egg on the throne. I don't know.
You haven't seen where he's going with it yet. You don't know.
No. Bloodraven, he has it all. The only things that Dunk and Egg help on is the Second Blackfire Rebellion, but Maynard Plum, aka probably Bloodraven, was already on it. He had it. They showed up, he was gonna show up and squash it in 2 days anyways. No, I don't think he needs Dunk or Egg, and if anything, all he ever needed Egg for was to send him to the wall.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe he killed Ser Arlen. That's my crack.
Do you think that's how he got Egg?
He's responsible for all illnesses that kill important characters that need to die.
Not only illnesses, but also mist. He also wargs into mist.
Yeah.
And he poisoned Aryon's wildfire.
Yeah,
there you go. See?
And what else did he do? And he also
who poisoned this wildfire?
He also poisoned. Oh my god, that joke's way funnier, and I just went through it. He poisoned this wildfire. Who poisoned my wildfire? So fucking funny.
This wildfire tastes different, guys.
Is he just?
I think it was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where DiCaprio's character is playing with a flamethrower, and he stops and he's like, "Oh man," he's like, "That's way too hot. Is there anything we can do about the heat?" And someone off camera just goes, "It's a flamethrower." He's like, "Okay, yeah." Apparently, that was not in the script. That was DiCaprio going, "That's too hot. Can we do something about it?" And some prop master going, "It's a flamethrower." And DiCaprio came like, "Okay, that's fair."
I have a personal Leonardo DiCaprio story that I don't know if I've ever told.
Okay. Do you want to do it now?
So I was working on what my job might be, which may or may not be campaigns of a political nature. This is back in 2022, and we were on a large statewide one. We had 2 celebrity events where we get people who don't normally do phone banks to call voters, show up, talk to get a hype up speech from a celebrity who's there, waving, chatting with people for the first minutes. And the first one was Daniel Day Kim, who showed up, rocked, and did an amazing job. I wasn't there for it, but I heard glowing reviews from the people who attended that virtually. And the second one with hundreds of signups. It was Leonardo DiCaprio, and he was going to be there, and he was going to pump everybody up to make phone calls right before election day, and then with less than an hour before the event, with hundreds of signups, he just bailed. He just didn't show up at all.
Ask me in the green room what my joke is for right now. I'm not.
I was going to say. I was going to say that story went a totally different direction than I thought. I thought Zach was going to say he got dumped by DiCaprio when he turned 25.
Oh my god!
The joke the campaign staff is he saw the average age of our volunteers was 65, and was like, "Oh, that's 40."
All right, since you guys are all doing it, no, he found out that somebody really hot just turned 18, so he ran over to her.
Ran away.
I'm sure you've all seen the chart of
Wilmer Valderrama.
Yeah,
it is a hilarious chart.
He's a famous rich guy who has an island, but he only flies 21-year-olds to it. See, that's why no one's gonna get mad about that.
Yeah, no, that is perfectly reasonable. Like that's what you do with an island. Jeffrey.
moving. You can't even say that name. He said
Joffrey.
Joffrey.
It's Joffrey. It's Joffrey. We went over this.
Joffrey and Joffrey Baratheon didn't kill himself.
We're back on topic. Look at us.
2 hours. I would delete this podcast.
No.
All right.
Fly casual.
What?
Stay on target. We're too close. Stay on target.
I was going to say
That's more like it.
casual is also incidentally what Jeffrey told his pilot as they were flying to the
Joffrey.
You read the cards. You're going to be wonderful. Really.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll get back to the cards. Joffrey. Okay. Brynden Tully, the Castellan of Riverrun, continues to hold the castle in Rob's name, even as other River Lords surrender and bend the knee to the Iron Throne. He expels refugees from Riverrun and picks the land clean. Ser Davin Lannister, awesome character, the new Warden of the West, and Ser Ryman Frey, not awesome character, leads the siege of Riverrun. But they have difficulty feeding their host when a drunken Ryman demands to speak with Brynden. The Blackfish puts an arrow in Ryman's horse and spilling him into the mud. Hell yeah. Poor horse, but still, screw Ryman. Queen Cersei Lannister sends her brother Jaime, the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, to pacify the Riverlands and to end the siege. Reaching the camps besieging Riverrun, Jaime meets with his cousin, Ser Davin. Davin reveals how much the Freys are vexing him, and even their own uncle, Emmon Frey, is trying his patience, complaining that he doesn't want his new seat destroyed by a siege. Worst of all is Ser Ryman, who keeps tying a noose around Edmure Tully's neck each morning, threatening the Blackfish that he means to hang him unless Riverrun surrenders. However, the Blackfish has long exposed Ryman's threat to be empty. The next morning, Jaime is considering a parley with Ser Brynden and recalls when he was a kid and once visited Riverrun. That's where I got the information that I did earlier. I added a little bit to him thinking when he visited Riverrun as a kid. That we talked about 2 hours ago. You guys remember? You were there. You ready for the parlay? I got so much of it.
Oh yeah, this is good. And it's interesting how much he idolized him as a kid too, and he gets totally roasted with the Blackfish.
Dude, this scene is so good. And I skip over some of it, but not a lot of it. Like I had to keep it a little smaller, but I kept a lot in. The parlay. Wait, are we? Yeah, we're here. Within sight of the walls of Riverrun, Jaime has his tent pitched. As soon as he receives a visit from his aunt Jenna and her husband Emmon Frey. Jenna tells Jaime that meeting with the Blackfish won't work. Jaime and her argue if they should kill Edmure or not. She says it will show Ser Brynden that their threats have teeth. Jaime says that it will only strengthen his resolve, but Jenna claims that he already has plenty of that. Like, yeah, he has plenty of resolve. Sir Jaime and Ser Brynden face each other across the drawbridge at Riverrun alone for a parley during the siege of Riverrun. Brynden greeted him with Kingslayer. That bothered Jaime, but he kept his temper and answered back with Blackfish and thanked him for coming. I did leave out a lot of the jokes, but I had to keep some of the really good ones. Sorry, I had to read something else here. Okay.
I do think I know which joke is coming though. The one. I think this is where it happens, right?
Soon, very soon.
Yeah.
I think I kept a couple in, but I had to keep one really good one in. But for the most part, so much of them are in Jaime's head, and this isn't a Jaime stream. So that's like the problem here. Here. I gotta type something really quick. I'm sorry. Somebody just messaged me something I really had to answer to. Sorry, somebody else talk about something else. I'm
Yeah, no. So the Blackfish, he's a guy. He's a cool guy.
There once was a man. He was born, he lived, and he died.
I'm just gonna say, in the like alternate universe, the like AU we joke about where all the Song of Ice and Fire characters, the Song of Ice and Fire characters had to exist in like suburban America. Blackfish was like an NBA player, like that was his NBA nickname.
I would love a
hilariously white.
Yeah, he would make a he seems sort of like an NBA coach.
He was a coach vibe. He was a player. He was like a rough and tumble like player in the like 70s and 80s, and I was coaching.
Yeah.
Who among the A Song of Ice and Fire universe would be like the steroid dealer?
Qyburn would tell you steroids.
Oh yeah, Qyburn. Well, he's like the coach for sure. He's making the steroids. Who's the most drug dealery?
Also,
Dick
Crab. Dick Crab was selling me dime bags in high school. He'd come down and be like, "Oh, Dick Crab's got what you need right here."
Are you doing that just so you could get my premium Nimble Dick Crab impression?
No, but I would love that.
All right, what am I selling?
Something wholesome, or you're just selling meth, I guess, maybe.
Oregano that you're saying is not oregano.
No, I think we should just go with meth. Yeah, that's funny. All right, let me get the character here. Nibble Dick Crab here selling you some meth. Oh, I've heard nothing good about the meth that they got down at Crack Claw, so I made my blue meth straight from Dustin.
Why do you sound like Red Green?
Red Green? I never heard that. No, I don't know. I always do my
oh my god!
I'm more channel. I thought I was channeling like Krusty or not Krusty Krab.
Krusty the Clown.
No, what's the crab? Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs.
Money. That's who I kind of channel. All right, it didn't work. Let's.
No, it was good.
Oh, well, I was gonna play this to make fun of myself.
I speak.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Vaughn, where were we? So we were talking parlay, and the Kingslayer Blackfish, and thanked him for coming. I assume you have returned to fulfill your oaths you sworn to my niece. Ser Brynden said. So we didn't really talk about it because, again, this isn't a Catelyn or a Jaime stream. But keep in mind, Catelyn, for people who don't know, Jaime was held captive by the Tullys at Riverrun for like an entire book, and then was released by Catelyn and said that he was going to then try to get the Stark girls released and get them back to Catelyn. So that's what he's talking about here. He was released on an oath to free the Stark girls, and of course, that never worked. That never happened, right? So, as I recall, you promised Catelyn her daughters in return for your freedom. His mouth tightened, yet I do not see the girls. Where are they? Jaime says that he doesn't have them. Pity. Do you wish to resume your captivity? Your old is still available. We have put fresh rushes on the floor. Jaime asks him and says that he must decline, saying that he has a pavilion that he just put up. Whilst Catelyn enjoys the comforts of her grave, Blackfish was looking at him the way Eddard Stark looked at him when he found him on top of the Iron Throne with the Mad King's blood upon his blade. I believe this is Jaime. I came to speak of the living, not the dead, of those that you need not die, but shall. And Blackfish interrupts. Unless I hand you Riverrun, is that where you threatened to hang Edmure? Is this where you threatened to hang Edmure? Beneath his bushy brows, Tully's eyes were stone. My nephew is marked for death no matter what I do. So hang him and be done with it. I expect that Edmure is as weary of standing on those gallows as I am seeing him there. And like all these lines, like he is so effortlessly fucking cool. He's like Kurt Russell, right?
Oh, he's like, oh, you're gonna hang my nephew. Good thing I don't care about him.
Well, he's like, do it or don't. Right. Maybe not Kurt.
That's like Marlo. Do it or don't. I got somewhere to be.
Yeah, do it or don't. I got somewhere to be. I had a couple wire ones, but I thought they were a little too messed up, so I didn't keep them. But I will always have this. I'll never get rid of this one.
Cottage cheese, chest ass motherfucker.
Because cottage cheese chester ass motherfucker is one of the best insults ever said.
No, cottage cheese chest ass. He's making fun of his chest hair.
Chester.
No, he's making fun of his chest hair.
Well,
he's not calling him a Chester
cottage cheese chester ass is what I labeled it.
Calling someone a Chester is to call them a kitty diddler, and that's not something that you're going to call some. I'm serious. That's not something you're going to call someone in the street and get away with. So yeah.
Right. Unless Bill Kimmer was cool. That's where I was going. Bob Laser Lines, I was going to say, but freaking Doc Holliday, I just rewatched Tombstone. Every single line that Val Kilmer has in Tombstone is just like, it's like Blackfish, where it's just nothing but, I'm your huckleberry. It's just, like a cat just walked over your grave. Like, oh, I know, let's have a spelling contest. It's just, he's so
it's
good.
It's like somebody gave Colonel Sanders a leather jacket.
In tuberculosis. Yeah. Lunger. I like that game. I play for blood. All right. Just let's do a double feature as soon as we're done. All right. Well, we'll watch Old Boy just for the hell of it in between. But let's do
Old Boy and Tombstone.
Let's do Tombstone and The Heat and just get our Val Kilmer fix. Or not The Heat, just Heat. Right? Yeah.
Heat's the SWAT movie, right?
No, I think The Heat is.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whichever one is the
I thought The Heat was the basketball team, or are they a baseball team?
They are a basketball team.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Heat is from 1995, and it's got Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
I was right. The Heat is a different movie. Moving on.
And then there's The Heat.
Are you going to say it? Okay, I'm going to move on.
Sorry.
What do you think we are, nerds?
Nerd. All right. More parlaying. Jamie offers Edmure Tully in exchange for Lady Sybil Spicer and her children. But Brynden refuses. Do you not lack for gall, Kingslayer? Or you do not lack for gall, Kingslayer. Bargaining with oathbreakers is like building on quicksand. Though Cat should have known better than to trust the likes of you. Jamie said that his oaths to Cat were made at sword point.
Yeah.
And the oaths to swear, you swore to Ares? Boom. Boom. I fucking love it. It's like, well, those oaths didn't count. He's like, well, yeah, but what about your fucking Kingsguard oaths?
Well, I broke those too, so what's your point?
Yeah. So many oaths they make you swear. Blackfish counters. Jamie says that Ares has no part in this and asks if he will take the deal. The Blackfish says that he swore to his king to keep his wife safe and won't hand her over to a fray noose. Jamie responds that the girl has been pardoned and no harm will come to her. And he gives Brynden his word. Your word of honor? Sir Brynden raised an eyebrow. Do you even know what honor is? And Jamie thinks a horse. There you go. That was the joke. Because I love that joke. Because he named his horse Honor. And he's like, do you even know what honor is?
Yeah, right over there.
Right here. Look at what do you need?
It's like the joke from Top Secret. I know a little German. He's sitting right over there.
There's this comic strip I used to read called Sherman's Lagoon about a shark. And it was the same setup. The guy's like, I've got a little Japanese in me. He's like, he was wearing this.
Have we discussed that a blackfish is a killer whale?
Yes.
No, but I do have a clip.
It was in the underwear joke.
Yeah. So I got this.
That's the blackfish.
Yeah, see?
It explains it right there. I want to watch the actually Key and Peele bit this is from. I have no clue.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a Pisces, but I wish I was a blackfish.
No,
nobody. Sorry, yeah.
That's pretty good.
You wish you were an Oscar Mayer
I got
winner.
this for you, Rando.
You're what the French call les incompetents.
Got him. Got him. All right. I don't know. I have so many clips now. I have to like scroll all the way up. Let's just say I have 14 slides, and I have so many clips that if I added another one, it would be over 100. So I have like way too many clips. All right. I'm gonna look at that. Oh, that covers it. Yeah. See, that's a blackfish. Said it right there. Thank you, Bob Lasers. Bob Laser Lives. There you go. Wait, is this where I was? No, I was over here. We're with the Miko. Yeah.
Wait, is it Bob Laser Lives or Bob Laser Lives?
Well, the band is live and not live. So I know that much. Does that help us in this case?
Every time I see Bob Laser, I just think of the guy who worked on the UFOs. I don't know.
Oh, Bob Lazar.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I did not make that connection. I think of another commenter I get every once in a while just named Bob Roberts. So it's like, so your name's Bob?
Bobby Bob.
I really hope his name isn't Robert Roberts. I hope it's just the bit.
The man has two first names.
Yeah,
Robbie Roberts actually though does sound kind of good.
Roberts.
Robbie Roberts.
Robbie Roberts.
Yeah, Robbie Roberts. That's good. I had a friend who passed named Robert, so that's why I'm not trying to make it this dark, but my son's middle name is Robert, and it's Rhett Robert, which I think I like the double R.
Rex Robert. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Rhett Robert. Yep.
And then when he becomes a famous author, he can use a pen name, and his middle name can be RR.
Yeah.
There you go.
Rhett R. Martin.
Some RR taco.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna completely dox my kid. I mean, I know he doesn't have any credit yet, but somebody could still steal his identity.
Yeah. Identity theft is not a joke, Taco. Millions of families suffer every year.
Dude, I know. I lost all my money in one day. I woke up from an email from my bank I had a really hard February. I didn't have any money all of February. I lost my bank account for a month. No, I woke up with an email that said, "Are you sure you want to change your bank password?" And I was like, "Whoa, no!" 5 a.m. and I had to call. I got online with I left at.
Did you get SIM swapped?
I don't know what happened, but they drained up my joint account with my wife on the 1st of February, and that's when her paycheck goes in. So that was gone, and then it happened the day after I got paid. So they knew. Whether it was a coincidence or they knew this is when they have the most money, and just boom, it was like $4,000. And it's not even like that's a lot of money, but it's all of our money. Like, I don't think $4,000 is going to make a lot of difference to these jerks, but it killed, like, that's all of our money. It was right on the first. We're supposed to pay our mortgage. Boom,
we're in a world where $4,000 is not a lot of money to get, but it's an incredible amount of money to owe.
To have. It's especially on the first. It was our mortgage payment we couldn't make. That was so much, but anyways, so we don't dox Rhett because we don't need him losing all his money. The perfect time to join, I assume, towards the end of the stream. No, well, we got some left. Our taco. No,
there's been way too many tangents today.
I want you to know, just because we are mid-tangent doesn't mean that we've made any ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't we still have 5 slides left or something?
No,
we have not earned this break. We're just taking it.
Yeah.
I'll do this and then we'll move on.
Because you are, as we say in Latin, a Dorcas Malorcas.
That's it. Dorcas Malorcas. That is.
I believe a dork is a whale's penis.
Yeah, that's what I heard. A blackfish.
There you go.
We're back on topic.
I'm on fucking fire.
Once you go Blackfish,
you never go.
You don't go Backfish.
Never go Backfish.
All right, now that's it. That's what I should have named this stream.
If that line's not in the Winds of Winter, we riot.
Yeah, we riot. Yeah. Speed of Winds, we riot, and if that line's not, then we riot.
I was gonna say, if Winds of Winter comes out, we have to read a whole nother goddamn book. We riot. No.
Yeah.
I update half my videos, probably. Like, because half all the characters I've covered who didn't die probably have a whole other.
Yeah, we all know that Martin's only taking so long because he's diligently watching every theory on video on YouTube and validating all of them. He's retconning everything to make all the tubers wrong.
Yeah, but there's enough contradictory theories that you can't.
That's why it's taken him so long.
Because then he's just going to be like, I'll kill everybody. But that's already a theory, I bet.
I know. Every time he finds a new one, he's like, fuck, and he goes back and tries to edit it.
There's a famous comment somebody posted. It was the original time somebody posted the theory that the boar that killed Robert was Azor Ahai. And one of the top comments was George R. R. Martin going over to like a chalkboard that had like Jon, Stannis, and a bunch of other people crossing out the boar, sighing, and then erasing all the evidence from the newest draft of Winds. I can't believe they got that one too.
That's so funny. I love the service that Ultshift X did of doing the video of Sir Pounce is Azor Ahai, because the whole point of the video is, dude, I can find enough evidence for Sir Pounce. That means that you can find evidence for fucking anybody. Stop trying to find Azor Ahai.
It's like back when the Bible code was a big thing. Some skeptic used it on Moby Dick to like retroactively predict the death of Princess Diana or something. So yeah,
like the idea of like, if I can make the dumbest conspiracy theory, it means that all conspiracy theories are pointless. Stop.
Well, he's like if you look at the text and you retroactively apply it and say, oh, this was a prophecy about this thing that just happened. Like a prophecy is only good if you can interpret it beforehand. Otherwise,
well, that's
it's not a prophecy.
Building theories poorly is like something I dislike about a lot of the theories of this community of working backwards for a theory. Like, oh, let's make the boar Azor Ahai. Not, hey, I'm looking for who is Azor Ahai and I found enough evidence.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think it's the boar. That's the correct way to do a theory. And I feel like most people, but if Michael just sat down one day and he's like, all right, so old Nan is a leaf. How do I get there? I would be like, Michael, you're a fucking hack. Stop. But he was instead like, so I was reading about Leaf, and I think it's old man.
I was in there like, I don't necessarily believe this is true, but damn, is there a lot of evidence?
It's a lot of evidence. And also, Nettles maybe not being Leaf, but Nettles being a child of the forest works for me only because it's the most child of the foresty name, because they're all named. But then the theory goes away. When you remember that that's none of their fucking names, it's just what Bran calls them because he can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, yeah, but she has a similar name. Yeah, because Bran named them Leaves in Ebony and all those in Ash and all these names just because that's what they're called.
Welcome to my Mance Raider is actually just Mance Raider series of
videos. I love that theory. I love those videos. That's why you get
like in American Dad.
Those videos.
In American Dad, when they adopt the Antichrist by accident, and they're like, and his name is Nemo, and they're like, his name is Demon backwards. It's Omen backwards, and they're like, but you named him Nemo after you adopted him. He's like, shut up.
That's fucking funny. There is a guy at my.
Sorry to interrupt. I keep almost dozing off, so I think I'm gonna hop out. But
you're everybody. The most comfortable anyone's ever been in the stream. Sorry, I'm laying down in the dark.
It is also well past midnight. So
yeah, and it's thanks for showing up, Zach.
No problem. See ya.
Glad to have you, Zach.
Everyone go check out Interesting Nerd Club. Is he gone? All right. Thank God that guy's gone. No, I'm kidding. I love Zach. Yeah, I never send him invites because he just doesn't go to his like direct messenger on Discord enough. So I always just send him to Zach or I send him to Tom and hope that Tom just brings Zach. And more often than not, he does. Like if Tom can do it. But when Tom can't do it, I'm like, I wonder, should I just send one to Zach? And I didn't. And then Zach was just like, hey, you want me in? Yes,
that's what I did last time too, man.
Yeah, no, I love it. Well, I can't believe I didn't send you one because I always send you one. So when you're like, dude, am I not invited? I'm like, oh,
well, I had flaked on like the last 2 or 3 in a row. So
yeah,
I wasn't expecting you to keep inviting me.
Okay, we are in the middle of a conversation and we should not be doing tangents. Like it kills the entire momentum between Jamie and
that's right. We're in the middle of their talk.
The middle of
like half an hour ago, Taco.
Yeah, I know.
We're hardly in the middle anymore.
Half
Sorry,
a taco
Jamie and
ago,
who?
Hour. It's a half a taco ago. So yeah, I know. It all because of that damn horse. Do you even know what honor is? Jamie thinks a horse, but he says out loud that he will swear an oath any oath that's needed, but Brynden claps back, spare me, Kingslayer. Jamie says that anyone that yields will be free to go, or stay to serve Emmon Frey, or take the black as they choose, but Brynden dismisses the offer, claiming that he and his men would rather die with swords in their hands than be paraded through King's Landing to die like Eddard Stark. Yeah, after you kill the dude, like, killed Eddard Stark, like, us believing that we're going to be free to go is done. Jamie says that he can take the black and go hang out with Jon Snow, the new Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. But I never caught this line, by the way. I love this. I don't think I ever noticed this. But he's like, yeah, you can just go hang out with, isn't a Stark up there? And he goes, the Blackfish narrowed his eyes and said, did your father arrange for that as well? Catelyn never trusted the boy, as I recall, no more than she trusted Theon. It would seem she was right about them both. No, sir, I think not. I'll die warm, if you please, with a sword in my hand, running with lion blood. Brynden doesn't like Jon Snow. He just like, hey, why don't you go up there and hang out with Jon Snow? That bastard? No way.
I mean, that tracks. Like,
it does. Like, it makes sense. But, in our minds as protagonists, we want all the protagonists and all the likable characters to like each other. Because that's just how every other story before this story, like, the idea of protagonist and antagonist is not something that George ever did. He wrote, 500 characters with 500 motivations. And that's just really impressive. And it's one of the reasons why we love these books so much. But I do just love in my mind, right when Jamie says, well, why don't you take the black and go spend time with Jon Snow? All of us go, yes, I want that buddy cop movie. Blackfish up at the wall would be great. And then Blackfish is like, no fucking way. I hate that kid. And
like, Blackfish is like, fuck that kid.
Wait, what? It just ruins it for it. Like, wait, but all right, I guess I'm stupid for wanting that. But yeah. I love that. I love that detail. Jamie says that if he doesn't yield, they must storm the castle and hundreds will die. And Blackfish says, hundreds of mine, thousands of yours. And Jamie tells him that he will die, that everyone will die in the garrison. And the Blackfish asks if he means to sing Rains of Castamere to him. Dude, look at Blackfish, man. He has like an answer to everything. It's I fucking love this conversation. Single combat? No. Jamie thinks that this is not going well. I love that because it just is in that chapter. Just at this point, it's like, this isn't going well. And you're like, bro, it was.
I mean, at least he doesn't have a crossbow bolt in his horse's ass.
Yeah,
so it's going better than before.
Yeah. Well, I also love that you can summarize this whole thing with, like, Blackfish agreed to do a parlay just to see if Jaime wants to go back to his old cell. And then he said no, and then he's like, all right, deuces. He's like, oh, you came to surrender. No, I was here to meet terms. All right, bye. Fucking sick. Jaime thinks this isn't going well. The Blackfish also makes it clear that he believes Lord Tywin had a hand in the Red Wedding, though he will never absolve the Freys for their breach of the sacred laws of hospitality. Jaime challenges the older knight to single combat, with each choosing a champion. I was wondering when you would get to that. Brynden laughed. Oh, I should laugh through that. I was wondering when you would get to that. Is that good?
Yeah, it was good.
All right, thank you. Thank you, director, voice actor, director. Who will it be? Strongbor? Adam Marbrand? Black Walder Frey? He leaned forward. Why not you and me, sir? It's like the only time he like gives him a title, like calls him sir. Like, cause he's like, whatever, Kingslayer, you bastard. And then he's just like, all right, sir, you want to fight? I think we all agree that Blackfish would just completely trump like left-handed Jaime, right?
Yeah, he'd totally mop the floor with left-handed Jaime.
Yeah. It's not even fair. He even says, like, I think I left out Jaime's line, but we're about to get to it. But he's like, oh, well, I might be crippled, but you're an old man. And even when I'm reading it, I'm like, yeah, but not really. Like, Blackfish can hang. I don't think Blackfish lost any of his skills. Like, he literally fought through a war last year. Like he's fine. Sorry, where was I?
I wonder what his weapon of choice is.
Probably just an arming sword, or what they call a long sword in this universe.
Yeah.
One would assume. Why not you and me? Jaime thinks how awesome that would have been before he lost his hand. It's like, oh, that would have been a great fight at one point. He tells Blackfish that he sworn never to take arms against Starks or Tullys. And Blackfish says, a most convenient oath, sir. Jaime asks if he is calling him a coward, and his face darkened. Are you calling me a coward? No, I'm calling you a cripple. The Blackfish nodded at Jaime's golden hand. We both know you can't fight with that. Jaime says that he has two hands, or as Mark earlier today, Tio hands. Thank you.
Tio hands.
Dude, I always refer to my typos as landmines because I step on them later. Ruin it. Like, thanks, past Mark, screwing me up. I wrote this today. Like, I only had like an hour to do the last few slides, and then I decided I was going to cover this entire conversation. So I screwed myself, but I really feel like it was worth it to cover this conversation, not just blow by it like I did a lot of the other stuff. But so where was I? Calling you a coward? No, I'm calling you a cripple. All right. Jaime says that he has two hands, and to free him from his vow and fight him. So Jaime completely takes this bait where he's like, why didn't you fight me? And then he insults him like two more times. He's like, all right, fine. Free me from the vow. Let's fucking go. Like, he completely takes the bait. Sir Brynden laughed again. As much as I would welcome the chance to take that golden sword away from you and cut out your black heart, your promises are worthless. I would gain nothing from your death but the pleasure of killing you. Sick, metal, and I will not risk my own life for that. A small risk as that may be. Oh, come on, dude. This fucking guy. Jaime asks if there are any terms he will accept, and Brynden says no. Jaime asks why he agreed to speak, and he answered, a siege is deadly dull. I wanted to see this stump of yours and hear whatever excuses you care to offer up for your latest, was that Inortes?
Enormities, I think.
Enormities, thank you. They were feebler than I hoped, and you always disappoint, Kingslayer. Ugh. I mean, they didn't fight, but he cut him deep. Cut him to fucking pieces.
They didn't fight, but he still kicked his ass.
He killed him. Jamie, I left it out, but Jamie thinks at one point, like, I am really lucky I didn't bring my sword because I would have pulled it out. Like, he thinks, dude, like, because he just rips them to shreds, and I bet he was even like, damn it. Like, I want to murder this guy. Dude, like, and it's funny because it starts off almost like joking, and then it just ends with Brynden just going like, just taking the claws
wrecking
out.
him, just wrecking him.
Oh, so sick. At the end of the siege, the parley over, Jamie rides back to his camp and calls his captains for a war council. I didn't cover the war council. There's so much that happens in that war council. This chapter is so fucking good. Resolved that he must break his vow to Catelyn and storm River Run. During Jamie's war council, Adam Marbrand offers to climb River Run's walls with a small group and open its gates. Edwin Frey suggests they have archers smear their arrows with night soil and target Brynden. What am I missing? Is that just like poop?
Yeah, it's poop.
Yes.
They're basically, he's saying they should poison their arrows, and then target the crest on his helm to make sure they kill him. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, what do we want to do?
Targeting the crest of the helm to make sure they're shooting the right guy.
Yeah.
So Adam Marbrand's like, let's climb over and open the gates, and Edwin Frey's like, let's poop on them.
Let's take a shit on him.
I mean, that plan probably would have worked better than any of the others.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, least casualties.
The funny quote is,
but then word would have gotten out, and I think some people would have lost their reputations. The night of the night soil.
The night of the night soil. Which night is spelled with a K? Is it the night? Was it like a mystery night named Night of the Night Soil?
And they like try to follow and like see where it's footsteps to like throw it back in people's teeth, so their sigil when they get raised to lordship is just a pile of shit.
Some lone archer would have his family raised up to knighthood, and his sigil would be like
a
white banner with a brown arrow on it.
Rust was talking over you and made the exact same joke while you were trying to. That's so fucking funny. He's like, oh yeah, the sigil would be this, and then you're like, all right, now that it's my turn to talk, somebody got to get knighted. This is literally the same fucking thing. Oh, great minds think alike.
The economy of words.
Whatever you guys have. Yeah. Hey, Lawrence Reed, first to take the black. What's up? This guy. He always says first to take the black.
Okay.
That's his thing. I remember when who was it? Chables? I always used to write Elgromancy. And I didn't know what it meant when I first made this channel. And I'm like, why is this guy saying Elgromancy? And it's the internet. So my first thought was like, is this some weird alt-right code that this guy is saying in my chat?
No,
right? That's where my first
it's an Elder Scrolls thing.
Well, it kind of was. But it isn't. But I was like, what does this mean? So I literally typed Elgromancy into Google. And then all that came up was like chats from like Mira Reed videos or Michael Talks About Stuff videos. And I was like, what? And then it was all just this guy. And then I just asked Mira Reeds. I was like, Mira, what's Elgromancy mean? And she's like, it's just how this guy like pushes up the algorithm.
Yeah, it's
like,
an algorithm booster.
Yeah, no, he's fucking genius, and I'm an idiot. Like I was like,
he's
what do you mean?
Algomancer.
Is it some code?
Are you being racist in a way I don't understand?
Yeah. That's literally what my brain was thinking. I was like,
I mean, that's a very valid question to ask. You know,
I mean, when in doubt, it's racist on the internet.
It's intentionally hard to tell when you encounter a dog whistle. That's the point of a dog whistle.
Yeah. Well, dog whistles are not as hard to spot anymore. But yeah, anyways, I don't want to. Let's talk green room. I mean, now they're literally policy. All right, I'm done. Random, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I just said he's an algomancer, and I was just saying it in a weird voice. So.
Yeah.
I honestly, I probably got to tap out here pretty soon too. So I don't know.
We're almost done. We're on the last slide.
We on our last slide.
We're on the last slide.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did it.
We're halfway. Well, we didn't. We're almost done. We're halfway through the last. Yeah, we got distracted by poop arrows. And the archers having smear their arrows with poo poo and target Brynden. And Sir Lyle Crakehall desires a single combat with the Blackfish. Who would win? I'm asking you guys right now. Lyle, strong boar or Blackfish?
I don't know enough about Crakehall to answer that, man.
Yeah, I honestly we know he's very strong, but we don't know how good of a fighter. We know he's not bad. It's just that I'm kind of inclined that maybe he'd win because maybe he's just could overpower the Blackfish with like physical strength, but like
just strength.
Blackfish is smart though. He's a smart guy, so like I don't know. He might have some pretty nasty tricks up his sleeve for the singles combat. You know.
Well, just because Blackfish is old doesn't mean he's weak. Like he's still physically fit.
He also could just be pretty fucking intelligent. Like he could just.
Well, he's also been under siege rationing.
So maybe he is weak right now.
Well, no. So about the siege rationing, he pulled all the food to the countryside and.
They have a lot of
castle, so they're actually very well.
They're starving out the siege.
Yeah, he says that. He says,
they
we're
probably
provisioned for like 2 years.
Right.
You know?
They have a lot of provisions, but they're probably on half rations, at least 3/4 rations, just to make sure it stretches as long as they can.
You're not
so he's
overeating,
probably hungry. Yeah.
All right. Jamie's like, Lyle Crakehall's like, let me do it. Lord Norbert Vance offers to negotiate with Brynden. But Lord Clement Piper thinks the Blackfish would refuse to surrender to the phrase. Jamie convinces Edmure, the head of House Tully now, to surrender the castle with the promise that Brynden and the garrison can take the Black. However, Edmure gives the castle up to Jamie, but he allows Brynden to escape by swimming under the portcullis that had been slightly raised as the Watergate. So he swam away like a fish.
Threatening to kill Edmure's child thing only come from the show?
I think. I can't remember.
Okay.
I really can't remember right now. But I do have my last fish clip. You guys ready?
All right, let's see it.
Yeah.
Ooh, fishy, 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 fish.
You know what? No.
I don't know.
It's a meaning of life it's Monty Python's The Meaning of Life.
Okay.
And when I first had this thought where I'm like, which clip should I do for Blackfish? And then I was like, fishy, fishy. I laughed my fucking ass off.
I haven't seen that film in such a long time. That's hilarious.
No,
you need to see it again?
Clips from A Fish Called Wanda?
No Fish Called Wanda clips.
All right.
No clips from Gone Fishing with Joe Pesci and with Donald Glover?
No, but now I feel a little bad. I didn't even have any grumpy old men. All right, guys. I guess I wasn't thinking.
Mark,
That was about clips from maybe like The Deadliest Catch or something.
Deadliest Catch.
Let me look.
So we're all laughing our heads off.
Yeah, we're all laughing.
River Monsters was such a good show.
Yeah, River Monsters kicked ass.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, the reason they stopped is because he ran out of fish to catch.
All right. I got one more to play.
Damn it, man. I swear you guys rip on me 13 or 14 more times. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here, guys. I didn't even play any of my random, making fun of random. Now I feel like I can't. I'm waiting 3 hours in. I can't do it.
It's a little bit late.
Yeah, it's a little bit late. All right, getting back to it.
He's so random.
Rope-a-doped you. All right, so he swam away. Adam, I left in a 35. Oh my god. Out of all I left in one right at the end because I was so ready to be done that I didn't delete it. Where was I? Yeah, so he swam he raised at the Watergate. Yeah, he swam out. Adam and Ser Dermont of the Rainwood unsuccessfully searched south and north of the Red Fork, respectively. Jaime doubles the men with Sir Forley Prester, who is tasked with bringing Edmure and the Westerlings back to the Westerlands, and he fears a convoy may be under attack by Brynden. Brynden has been declared an outlaw. When Jaime resolves the siege at Raventree, he is told by Lord Jonas Bracken that Titus Blackwood that Brynden has not come to Raventree Hall. There you go. Do you guys like the art I use? Just the Blackfish.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I thought it was funny. There you guys go. That's it. Blackfish.
We made it.
I had to make the call. Do I not cover any conversations and make it a lot shorter? Do I cover all conversations, which, I did skip over some, or do I just pick like the two I like the most and stretch those out? And that's what I did. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
it was good.
For the algorithm, 35.
And with that, everyone dropped your 35.
6-7.
Yeah, but not your 34.
35.
Not your.
Oh, it's 35 the new number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 67 done?
3-5. 3-5.
6-7. 6-7.
No, I messed it up. I tried to make a 6-7 joke, and I was like 7-6, 7-6. My girlfriend's like, that's not it. You did it wrong. I was like,
I don't understand 6-7, but when I asked, I was at like the family gathering. My family all lives across, hours and hours away from each other. So we just did one Thanksmas, is what we call it, one Thanksgiving Christmas. And I was like, so what is, I don't get 6-7. And then I just had a random 6-year-old run by me going, 6-7. He just ran by and I'm like, I really don't get it.
I Googled it after I saw it on South Park because I'd never even heard of it. And then apparently it's funny because it means nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. It's
it annoys the adults.
7.
Yeah.
Like John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah,
but his name is my name too.
Although John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt did have a very interesting history. I'm just kidding. I'm totally just joking.
Well, I mean, the guy was rather famous because every time he went out.
Yeah, he lived in the time of Martin Luther, and he was actually very influential in writing against. No.
Yeah. And then the people I would shout, there goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah. And they chased him all across Germany, and that's what started the 30 Years' War. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
That's what started the Reformations? Oh, my God.
All right. Anyhow,
Martin Luther nailed it and goes, millions are going to die.
To bed here in a minute. So with that, I think I'm going to take off.
No more religious jokes? All right, cool. No, let's get out of here. We covered Blackfish. Is there any clips I didn't play? No, not really. I did pretty good of all my new ones. Did that one? Oh, I didn't do this one. I thought it would come up, but it didn't. That's it. All right.
We should get a Bugs Bunny singing in the opera clip for something.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
That was my last one. Oh, wait, I got another Home Alone jerk.
That jerk!
Get the kid, get the kid. Oh.
That's it. All right. Now I'm out of clips. Yeah. Thank you, everybody who stopped by, watched. And
thanks for having us, man.
Yeah. And does anyone have anything you got to pitch? Anything coming up this weekend you want to talk about?
I ain't got nothing to plug.
Michael?
No, if your Spotify Wrapped doesn't include Cowboy Town's album Welcome to Cowboy Town, I'm not mad at you, but I am judging you a little bit.
I'm mad at you. I don't have Spotify, but
I don't either, but it is on there.
but I have an album on there.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. What is my video? Is it Gerald Lannister? Yeah, I think I got Gerald Lannister coming out on Saturday. So go check that out Saturday morning. On a Saturday morning. And also every single morning, my commander's tourney. So pick your horse and vote for him. I mean, guys, if we all get together, Darren the Young Dragon will take it. Is that who we want to win? Who do we want to win? Cregan Stark? If we all team together, Cregan Stark got this.
Yeah,
I'd like to see Tyrek take it at least once.
I'm a Krieg boy myself. I'm Cregan with that Stark.
Do you think Cregan's going to beat Roose in round 1?
I think so.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Wait,
Roose kind of
Rocco, you gotta get these tournaments on like Kalshi, and then you can rig them and money launder to yourself.
Oh yeah, everything I hate about gambling. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my god. All right.
Are we in the green room?
Yeah,
no, not yet.
Everyone make sure
please
you
don't say
buy
anything
the
fucked up.
Octo meme coin, and we're not going to pump and dump on you. We promise.
We are talking about things like as if we're in the green room. We are not in the green room. So let's get out of here.
I will pump and dump on request.
I clicked it before he said that. All right. Okay, let's get out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and click like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Ow, fuck. And yeah, that's all I got. Anyone got anything to say before I say peace?
Oh, just gonna say good night to everybody. Thanks for coming by and watching the stream.
All right. Peace.
Assalamu alaikum.